Hello? Ethel? Anyone there? Anyone hanging out? Go back to bed, Brad? I just woke up. Dude, I've been sleeping all day. I don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm sleeping all day, but I'm sleeping all day. And then like even then I'll wake up for like a bit and then I'll just go back to bed and sleep all day somewhere. Like I'll probably go back to bed for like another 6 hours after this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't sound healthy, but here. How's it going, everyone? Welcome. Plus, like last time I went live in the dead of night, like we got 300 viewers, so clearly this is the only time you guys will watch me anyway. We'll see. How you guys doing though? Welcome to stream. What you doing up so late, big bro? 1 AM Taiga stream. Yeah, we're mixing it up. What are you doing up so late? It's spooky season. Oh. Ghost watching, ghost spotting, are you? Hoping you'll see some ghosts if you keep an eye out. It's fair enough. Oh yeah, is that the new Ninja Gaiden game? Is it good? I've been watching DSP play it. It looks cool. Not because of him, but, you know, unrelated to him. Twitter stream? Yeah, we got Twitter streams now. We have Taiga streams at home. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just called in. My internet was down like all day early today and like yesterday. I was gonna do something then, but I couldn't. I don't know, man. They've been fucking with my ISP's been fucking with me lately. Like, it's not that the internet's just like down or gone. It's just that like it's there. The signal's there. You can connect to it, but when you connect to it, it just says like no internet connection. So I had to call in for the second time this week about it. I had to call in for the second time this week to get them to fix it. Can you believe that? The avatar's very cute, thank you. Classic ISP, classic. I haven't had any issues with it until just this week, where it's just gone down twice. And then I called them the second time. I made my mom do it the first time because I have anxiety. And then I called them the second time and it went fine. But I was like, hey. So like, yeah, I just want to make sure. Like, this has happened twice in a week now, and I just want to make sure it doesn't happen like a third time in the week. And they're like, yep, of course. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they upgraded something. And I was like, well, like, what are you like, what? I didn't ask what they were doing, but maybe I should have. I should have asked. but they upgraded something, so it's like what were you guys? I don't know. I think they're fucking with it. I think sometimes like ISPs, they'll fuck with your connection and like subtly downgrade you to see if you'll notice. I think they'll downgrade you to see if you notice sometimes, just to like get you paying for more while they like use less energy or something. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know what my theory is. I don't really know a lot about ISPs, okay? But I believe they're fucking with you. I believe they're fucking with you, okay? Here's me participating in chat, so Twitch counts as me as a viewer or whatever. Thank you. They might need to recalibrate after upgrading or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. They do that in the US. I bet they do it in Maple Leaf Land too. They're always trying to get a buck on you, you know? They're always trying to get you to spend a little extra money while giving you a little less. That's the system, man. That's the system, man. Gibber, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 41 months in a row. Oh, guys, you know what we should do? You know, it'd be a crazy good fun stream idea, maybe, or maybe it would suck. maybe it would really suck, but you know what we should do? We should rate and rank every single Scooby-Doo monster in the original series on a tier list. That's a lot. It's not a lot. That's like 20. It's like 22 monsters. That's like 22 monsters in the original series. That is like nothing. There's only 8 episodes in season 2. Whatever is fun for you. 49er is S tier. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think there's a lot of things to take into account. You know? There's a lot of things to take into account. I'm sorry, I love Vocaloid, but it's too loud. No, there's a lot of things to take into account when you're rating these creatures, though, don't you think? Because I think the setting also plays a huge role. I think the setting plays a huge role when it comes to these little monsters and such. You know? Because if, like, you've got a spooky creature, but you don't have that spooky of a setting, then it's like, you know, how good is it really? How good is it really? Or, like, you know, what if they're not even that threatening, you know? Like, what if you get, like, a really spooky design, but then they just, like, fumble around? They just fumble around the entire episode. Then what do? Nothing. Because it's a lame creature. There aren't a lot of them, but there are some of them. Like, oh, I already know. Like, 8-man? 8-man? Bottom tier. 8-man's fucking lame. He's just some ape guy. He's not even like a ghost of an ape. A ghost ape. Sheriff. He's not even a ghost ape like from Boo Brothers. Which also wasn't a ghost ape, to be fair. But yeah, you know, he's just an ape. He's just an ape, and he wasn't even like haunting anything. He was just running around like a local movie set. It wasn't even like a haunted. Like, it was just apparently the villagers had legend of an 8-man. But yeah, I don't know. That was a bad episode. That was a bad episode. You should rate them in a vacuum, like if you saw them in a dark alley. Okay, I mean, we could do that too. That's fair. Also, welcome to stream, everybody. Sorry for getting you up so late, but I had to be done. Creeper! I think Creeper is like a really funny Scooby-Doo villain. Here, let's go over. Wait, should we rank them tonight? Should we rank them like right now? Shaking all over. Ow! Should we rank them now or do it for like a dedicated stream? I feel like we should do it. Actually, let's save it. Let's do it as like a dedicated Halloween stream. Let's do it as a dedicated Halloween stream, right? And then, yeah, I'm a little fun there. Oh yeah, well, what are you doing up so late? I went to bed. Like I said, my sleep schedule's been all over the goddamn place. So I went to bed and I woke up but now I'm here. And I'm dying. I'm dying. I have a collab in the morning, actually, at like 4 p.m. I'm playing like, I don't know what we're doing, actually. What are we doing? Are we playing Repo? I think we might be playing Repo. I'm not gonna stream. I streamed last time. I'm not gonna stream this time. Because my internet's still fucky and I don't want to take the risk of it going down. Yeah, I think we're playing Repo? I have no idea. Well, I guess it's in the afternoon. 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Isn't it like 2 for you? Yep. Very good. Turns out though, I'm a big kid and I can stream virtually like whatever hour I want. So, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, Rinsler? You fucking pussy. Gonna tuck me in, huh? You can't tell me what to do. Nobody can tell me what to do. Sorry, I'm crinkling. I got some chips. Hey, pretty boy. How's it going, Sleepy Subby? Be cute? Okay. Hydros, you can tell me what to do. If what to do is be cute, I guess. I guess. Your clock says 3 in the back? Well, that's because it's the witching hour and it stopped at 3. You see? It's pretty spooky stuff going on here. I don't know if you've seen a ghost floating around, but there's a lot of paranormal activity going on. I'll get my EMF radar out. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it says you're gay. According to the EMF radar, there's a lot of homosexual energy kind of spilling forth from the chat section of the stream. My gaydar is going off. Anything you'd like to confess? Anything you'd like to confess, huh? Come together right now. Ovaries. Ow. Ghost or Ghost Taiga? I think Taiga or Ghost is the better ghost name. I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. If you guys are watching me on Twitter, by the way, you should totally click over to Twitch. You should like totally flip over to Twitch. Just saying. It's way cooler over here on Twitch, you know? That's what the sleepover is happening, you know? On Twitter, it's kind of just like, we're sleeping over on Twitch, right? And then like you're kind of just, if you're watching on Twitter, you're kind of being cooked. If you like being cooked, stick over on Twitter, I suppose, but if you want to get involved in the action, I'll definitely move over to Twitch. We got cool emotes here, cool people here. Are you gonna play any spooky games? I'm thinking I will. I'm thinking I will play some spooky games. Twitter's watching. Twitter's kind of like watching through the window. I'm waving through a window. Oh, try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear. You're being cucked over there. It's okay. It's a living, I guess. I think being cucked is kind of hot sometimes, depending on the cucking. You know, because maybe it's against your will. You know, maybe you're tied up in the cuck chair, and you're being forced to, like, I don't know, you know. You would? I'm just saying, like, there's a time and a place for cucking, and sometimes that time and place is right now, right here, right now. I'm just saying, like, it has its time, it has its moment, okay? Don't knock it till you try it. NTR is never hot, what the fuck? I mean, sometimes hot. You wouldn't get it, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. I've been cooked all of my life. I've been cooked all my life. Okay, so it's a trauma kink. Don't judge me. GGSX, thank you for the follow. Welcome to stream. Meet you downstairs in the bar and heard. Ba ba ba. Oh my god, this account followed me. They liked one of my tweets. They have the fucking cutest little Gon and Killua profile I've ever seen. Oh, they're still posting like it's 2010. Sinner. I respect that. I respect anyone still posting, like fandom posting like it's 2010. I respect it. Can you show us? No. RitzTech MX, thank you for the follow.
Hello, Sinner.
And Lammy Rain, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Oh man. Guys, you got me posting to the Hotzi Vault subreddit again. After my last stream, I started, I looked at the subreddit some more to see what opinions people were posting. And they're just the worst. I hold the opinion that Mythical Tenchi is wrong about like almost everything they post about, but they post about it so calmly. Do you hate that? Okay, have you ever been in like a fandom space where like you feel like you're an authority on it, and then you go to check to see what the conversation is, and then there's just like somebody else just like confidently posting the wrong information, or like they're just posting their fucking opinions as if they're facts? Have you dealt with this? It's so fucking obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. Also worked on 190. Oh my god, thank you. Taigay. I'm not Taigay. That's not what I'm called. And yo, we gonna do kissing practice like the homies do? We could do kissing practice. We're up late. Nobody's around to stop us. I think we could do some kissing practice. I didn't need to go live at 2 a.m. again, by the way. I was gonna try to go live at 12 a.m., but this is just the time I woke up. And now all my food places are closed as well. It's awful. Yeah, with FNAF lore. Oh, dude, I hate that. Okay. Because there's this one guy in the Hotzi Vault subreddit, and he's on like every single conversation. He's under every single conversation about like Nen in Hunter x Hunter. And he just posts his like conjecture as fact. He's just like, this is actually a misconception. It's like, okay, but like nowhere has it been deconfirmed. So like stop going around telling people it's a misconception as if there's a single source in the manga for what you're saying, you fucking cuck. I will gouge your eyes out, is what I would like to say. I hold back near the end, but it really is getting out of control.
Hello, Sinner.
Tanner, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Tricky Ticky Nikki, thank you for the follow as well. Oh man, have you guys heard all the topics about how, oh guys, male VTubers are getting canceled. Male VTubers are getting canceled. Oh, it's over. It's over for male VTubers chat. Yeah, as a One Piece fan, actively, yeah, it's the same for Nen. Now, granted, with Nen, like, it's a little trickier because a lot of the stuff we have to decipher, like, the meaning of. And I accept that, and I think that's part of the fun. I think that's part of the fun, is deciphering what Nen is and what, like, the author means by a lot of this stuff. But the problem is, like, you got people who are not willing to have that conversation. Like, new info will come out from the manga, and then you'll just have people immediately being like, no, this is the right interpretation. It's like, well, no, let's, like, slow down, right? Because, like, we need to have a conversation with this stuff as a community. You yourself cannot just go around, you're one fucking dude. You can't just go around saying you know everything about, like, what's being discussed when this info just came out, and it's our job as a community to determine that. Like, but this one fucking guy, I don't know. Nen's not real, it's all a dream. Nen is real, okay? Everything all right? Yeah, everything's all right. I'm not getting canceled. Male VTubers are getting canceled. Not me, though. Not me, though. I don't know. Somebody made some tweets about, like, some male VTubers, and then a bunch of people got mad about it, but then a bunch of people got mad at the people getting mad about it, saying, this is a pretty typical male response to getting mad at a female sharing their experience. So it's like, I don't know. I think the best bet is keeping my mouth shut and keeping my head down. I'm not even a real male VTuber when you think about it, so I shouldn't be involved. When you think about it, I shouldn't even be involved. I did catch up on the Hunter x Hunter though. I caught up on the last 10 chapters. Some pretty crazy stuff, pretty crazy cliffhanger to leave off on. I guess like spoilers, but like martial law has been declared and I'm pretty excited. I don't know, apparently there's 50 more chapters coming. I think Togashi might be able to finish this arc in 50 chapters. I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm really excited to read more about it when the show finally comes back, when the manga finally comes back. Did the manga continue after the anime ended? Yes, of course. Most mangas continue after the anime ends, but this one definitely did, yeah. But yeah, there was a new bombshell regarding the way we know specialist abilities kind of work. Revealed in the Hunter x Hunter manga. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I took a screenshot just so that we could talk about it. This is the source that one dude was talking about last night. And I definitely think he was a little wrong. He was definitely a little wrong. Once again, Mythical Tenshi, a little off in his description. He has this bad habit of describing things in a way that like sound like it's just not true. He's cheating the truth. What do you call it? When like he's leaving bits and pieces out to make his argument stronger, because he's trying to push certain ideas. So oh, it's a whole book. I know, isn't it great? Sleepy, thank you for the kills of 7 months in a row.
It's a skeleton.
Whoa.
Well, would you look at that? I've been a Deegan for over half a year now.
Patrick, you're dirty Deegan. You're dirty Deegan, Patrick. Thank you for the sub, Sleepy. How are you doing? So let's start here. Okay, so this is Morena, new character in the show. I don't think there's too many spoilers here, luckily. So you're not gonna get enough context from this to be upset. Assuming anyone here actually reads the manga like I do.
Hello, Sinner.
The question is quite relevant to the yes and no cards. I'll start by explaining specialization. To put it very simply, specialization is just so convenient. The other categories, for example, have practical limitations, such as transmuters who struggle with learning manipulation abilities, whereas specialists don't have any of those. If there is a drawback, it's that because of their lack of weaknesses, they might master a different category without realizing they're a specialist, and then end up regretting it. Classic specialist stuff. So if you already know that you're a specialist, you can take on challenging hybrid techniques that require mastery of multiple categories to manifest or utilize at a high level. You can even attempt truly unique abilities that don't belong to any category at all. By the way, I am also a specialist. Become my comrade, and you will be granted the advantage of acquiring an ability, and the chance to improve your skill through a point system. This ability is quite unique, much like a high level hybrid technique that combines elements from the 5 other categories. Of course, this is why I do have specifics about requests regarding your ability, but I can't say them since that requires you to choose that relevant card. I do apologize. Okay. Are we still discussing hunt and abilities? Yes. Yeah, of course. What else would we be doing? What kind of nun ability would you have, Taiga? Well, that's exactly why we're discussing this, because this opens up our understanding a lot. Now, I believe what she's saying here isn't that specialists can just like... Okay, so I guess what she's describing here, I believe, to be is kind of like an XP bonus, in the same way that it was revealed a couple years ago, that certain characters have certain leans into other categories. I think what's being described here is that same kind of like learning bonus, except it applies to all categories. So it's not that like, if you're a specialist and you learned an enhancer technique, it's not that you'd be able to do that enhancer technique with the same amount of proficiency, efficiency, damage output, your power output. It would still be less than like your average enhancer, right? It would have to be. Otherwise, Kurapika's nun ability, Emperor Time, would be completely useless. Because Kurapika's Emperor Time, the entire point is that it boosts his efficiency with other categories so that he can do more damage with basic abilities. Okay, with those basic categories. So therefore, if that's what was being described here, it would make that ability completely like useless, and it would be a huge retcon. So I don't think that's what's being described here. I think what's being described here is like literally just the learning, as she says. Specialists don't have any difficulty learning other categories. So a specialist, for example, could learn conjuration, emission, transmutation, enhancement, and manipulation, like with no problem, you know? However, their proficiency in those categories would still be subject to the traditional Nen chart of, you know, diminishing returns for each category outside of their own. 80% for conjuration and manipulation, 60% for transmutation and emission, and 40% for enhancement still. So specialists are generalists, pretty much, but they can still create abilities with, they're generalists, basically. They can pretty much like tap into anything, but they're still, you know, you could still fuck yourself over. You could still Castro yourself, right? Not castrate, Castro. Castro from the Heaven's Arena arc. It's explained that he wastes his potential by learning 2 abilities that are basically completely outside of his natural category, like a fucking idiot. Like, Castro is a natural enhancer, and he learns a double ability where he conjures a double and then manipulates it with manipulation. And he fucks himself because he wastes basically all of his Nen potential by learning this ability that is not compatible with his own category. Ultimately, like, frying his, you know, he wastes up his memory. Memory fry, I believe, is something like that. Hisoka describes it as, okay? So I think specialists are still subject to that, but I think a lot of people, what she's saying here is that a lot of specialists never realize they're specialists. So like they might accidentally learn like a transmuter emission ability by mistake, not realizing they're a specialist because they have such an easy time learning the ability. Okay? I think the reason that this tripped me up at first while I was reading is because she specifically states specialists don't have any of those. If there is a drawback, it's that because of their lack of weakness, they might master a different category. Now, mastering a different category is a different thing than being efficient in that category, right? I could master the enhancer category and learn every cool enhancer move within the enhancer category, but that doesn't mean it'll be good. And that's what I think is implied with then they end up regretting it later. Classic specialist stuff. To me, that implies that they still like abide by the traditional Nen chart. Because otherwise, why would you end up regretting it? Other than the fact that you might miss out on a cool specialist ability, there's really no reason to regret it if you were able to learn basically any category at full efficiency. Efficiency equals power in this case, by the way. Mastery equals like you're learning, I guess. So imagine it as like mastery is like how fast you can learn. No, Hisoka's not a specialist. No critical raid. Hisoka's not a specialist. He's a transmuter. We all know this. We know he's a transmuter. Okay, so think of it like mastery is how fast you can learn other categories and those categories' techniques. And efficiency is how fast those abilities and techniques you learn how powerful, sorry, so, and efficiency is how powerful those abilities and techniques you actually learn are relative to your own category, right? So for example, if I was a transmuter, I would have 80% efficiency in conjuration and 80% in enhancement, right? Making them a very well-balanced category if you want to like put special abilities on your Nen. For example, like, you know, Hisoka. So for example, Hisoka would be better at enhancement abilities than any specialist. But a specialist would have an easier time combining high-level techniques from different categories into their own specialist ability. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Any questions so far from the class? Makes me think Jing might be a specialist. Yeah, any crazy, like, any crazy character is probably a specialist. I'm literally so drunk off my ass. I think I understand. I'm so lost. So I think the problem is, and then that leads us into, this is Mythical Tenchi's, like, you know, message that we read the other night. We recently learned from Moreno's explanation of specialists that they can make complex combinations of other Nen types, and that counts as a specialist ability. I think this is only kind of true. I think it can count as a specialist ability, but I also think it cannot count as a specialist ability, and it really depends on the ability. It's not so much that it counts as a specialist ability, it's more so that it can, potentially. So like in the case of Morena, her ability, it's called Contagion. It allows her to kiss somebody, and then when 2 other conditions are met, she can basically make them her child, okay? And this grants them the ability to level up, okay? They level up by killing people, and the more people they kill, the more levels they get. And then once they get a certain amount of levels, they're given a Nen ability. And then once they reach an even higher amount of Nen ability level, they're able to kiss and infect their own like group of people. All right, Morena can only empower 22 people with her ability. So I think the same rule applies. And then you get the idea, okay? Now this, I think, I would argue that ability, like on paper, would be some kind of like emission manipulation ability. But because it's so complex in the way it's structured and everything, it becomes a specialist ability just to kind of like fill in the blanks since it's a little hard to explain. So basically it's like a high level, you know, it's using high level techniques in every category, which counts as a specialist ability. I think it's a case by case, right? I don't think you should just be running around calling everything a specialist ability. I think I should first learn what Hunter x Hunter is. What do you mean you don't know what Hunter x Hunter is? Everybody should know what Hunter x Hunter is. But anyway, this person says, for example, a specialist ability can be one that uses high-level emission and conjuration, so not all specialists will necessarily use a specialization effect. Which is to say, not all specialists will have a specialization ability. But we already kind of knew this because Pito was a specialist, but Pito's ability was basically only conjuration and manipulation. That is another thing I've noticed within the subtext, is that a lot of specialists tend to lean to manipulation and conjuration, which is why I believe personally that in a lot of cases, the traditional Nen chart efficiencies still apply. Otherwise, that wouldn't be the case, you know? But Pito uses, she conjures Terra Pescora and uses it to manipulate, you know, her army of little guys, you know? His army of little guys. You get the idea. Or Kurla, for example, he conjures a book and, you know, can steal abilities with said book, but all of the abilities he steals are also like conjuration and manipulation abilities for the most part. He's got some emission in there, but I think he prefers, you know, abilities closer to his own category because he is more efficient with them. They are more powerful when he's using them, and they're next to his immediate category. Now, Mythical Tenshi here, he doesn't believe that specialists actually are a place on the chart, but I disagree. Hello, Doug, I think your attitude is sexy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, that's my analysis on the new Nen information. So I think what Morena's talking about, I think she's referring to like an XP bonus. You can learn techniques really easily as a specialist, but it's you know, your damage will still, your mileage may still vary. Which is why, you know, as a specialist, you might regret it later. Understand? Does everybody understand? No? Okay. Cool. Tiger, where are you at? I was thinking about Nen and men. You know? You know what I'm saying? Haha. Wait, I'm gonna like tag my stream, or yeah, I'm gonna tag my stream under my thing. I love talking about Nen with you guys, alright? I love late night Nen combos with you all. Is that so much to ask? Can I not talk about Nen with my favorite big brother? If I can't talk about Nen with my big bro, then what's like the point? What can I do with my big bro? I don't like the games you make me play on the bed. I don't like the game where you make me take all my clothes off and then we cuddle really aggressively. I don't like the snuggle struggle game. So if it's okay with you, I just like to talk about Nen. Bruh, ugh. Ugh. I don't like playing snuggle struggle with you guys. Sorry. I'm gonna make Nen abilities for all of my friends. I think. I think that'd be fun. Also, we also got confirmation on how many specialists kind of exist, and apparently the amount of specialist users in Hunter x Hunter, it's kind of like 1 in 3,000. 1 in 3,000 Nen users are specialists, which appears to be the worst ratio. That's still a lot, and you'll still definitely find like a specialist eventually, but it's kind of interesting. Run a D&D Nen campaign? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Is specialist meta in universe now? Kind of. It kind of is now, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess there is one more thing to mention about Morena's explanation that I kind of glossed over. I love this song, by the way. There's one more thing that I kind of glossed over that I think is also kind of glossed over in general, and this is what kind of tripped me up. But she specifically says that they have a lack of weaknesses, that, you know, their drawback is that they have a lack of weaknesses, and I think that does make it sound like specialists are a lot better than they are, but they still have to like abide by the Nen chart. I think this is more of her own biases when recounting specialists than it is her literally saying they have no weaknesses. I think she thinks quite fondly of specialists, and it's not literally that like they don't have any weaknesses, it's more that she just doesn't consider it a weakness. You know, that's more of the character's personality and bias coming through on the explanation, because I do believe they definitely do have weaknesses. Otherwise, she wouldn't have mentioned, and then they end up regarding it classic specialist stuff, you know? Because then she goes on to say, if you already know that you're a specialist, then you can take on the challenging hybrid techniques that require mastery of multiple categories to manifest. Implying that that's not something you would normally do if you didn't realize you were a specialist. You would waste your potential if you didn't know, by accidentally, like, you know, mastering random ass categories, not realizing that you were capable of so much more, is the implication to me. So basically what this is saying is that, like, for me, if I was a specialist, which we took the quiz twice and I am a specialist, you know, but if I was a specialist, which I am, my Nen ability could basically just be like some super complex combination of like conjuration, manipulation, transmutation, and emission to create like the ultimate cryomancer ability, which is already an idea I sort of had, where I was like, what if I like had a condition where I could just like tap into every category I needed to do anything ice and snow related, but it seemed a little too vague, like, you know, and how does Nen know what ice and snow relation is? But in this case, like, with this explanation, I really could just do that, you know? You really could just be like, oh, I can just do like whatever I want with ice and snow, basing it off of conjuration and manipulation, right? Conjure the ice, manipulate the ice, you know, have some transmutation in there for like freezing it with my aura at hand, you know, to make my aura just nice and cold and stuff, and then emission to like turn it into blizzard and stuff. So you could straight up be like, yeah, that's my specialist ability. I just combined like some high level techniques from all this to be the ultimate cryomancer. It's a bit of a cop out, but
Hello, sinner.
But with this explanation, you know, what else am I gonna do? Hunter x Hunter manga continues after the show ended, and Taiga's going over the current chapter she's on, which is bringing a newer concept of specialist type Nen. Nerd shit. Thank you for the summary, Ko. Thank you for the Twitter summary. TJ the Gaming God, thank you for the follow as well. And Jay Hawk in the Box. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, thank you. Is someone who mastered one type of Nen still what? No, I mean, if you're thinking about Nen in terms of like, who's gonna beat who, you've already lost. Okay, you've already lost. Anybody can beat anybody in a battle of Nen. It all depends on circumstance and context. But in general, I do think it would be bad. I don't know. I think if you're gonna be a specialist and dip into like categories you're bad at, it should be in service of like something, or an effect that's really powerful, right? Like, I'm trying to think of an example. I wanted to say Pitu, but Pitu is dipping into conjuration and manipulation, in my opinion, to enhance herself. So like, Pitu made good Nen abilities, you know? Pitu made some good Nen abilities, in my opinion. I would need to go like see who is considered like a specialist. Who are some specialists we can look at? Told the boss I was late. I'm gonna do cause Raymond. Oh my god, chat, I'm pissed. Chat, I'm pissed. Look at this shit. I fucking hate this fucking community I fucking hate this fucking community. You get these fucking autistic people who just insist upon themselves. Look at this. They're saying Meruem's transformation, metamorphosis, was a transmutation ability. Based on nothing, mind you. They're also saying... If anything, this is an ability they got from Yuppie. This is literally, it is so well established by this point that shapeshifting is conjuration at best. And in the case of Yuppie, I don't even think it's conjuration. I don't even think it's an ability. I think Yuppie can just transform. So they're saying like, oh yeah, he grows wings, which is a transmutation ability, but transmutation gives property to your aura. If anything, this would be a conjuration ability. If anything, this would be a conjuration ability. And then they're also gonna they're just like labeling everything as fucking transmutation. Look, oh, this emission blast? That's a transmutation ability too, yeah. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It is literally firing aura, dude. It is literally firing aura. At least put emission first. Meruem is literally an emitter. At least put emitter first. I don't know, there is something about this fucking community and their like insistence on transmutation. They want it to be just completely broken. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Being drawn. Don't mess with fandom wikis. They never read the source material. They just make shit up. They just fucking make shit up. Based on nothing. There's no reason for this ability to be... This is just misinformation. This is transmutation propaganda. 100%. 100% transmuter propaganda. I can't abide it. I can't abide any more transmuter propaganda. They want it to be broken. They want it to just be... I don't know. They just want it to do everything. They're just like fucking Hisoka, Killua, Feitan fanboys, and they want transmutation to be responsible for everything, even when it has no reason being responsible for it. Like, for example, where's emitters? Where are the emission? Xenozoldyck, right? Xenozoldyck is a master emitter, and look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is still Dragonlance is still labeled as a transmutation ability, even after it was confirmed to use an emitter. And even this is labeled as transmutation. It's an emitter. It's emission. It's literally emission. For the same okay, look. They literally see they have this aura blast listed as emission. Zeno can fire a blast of aura from his open palm, powerful enough to knock back and lightly injure Crowley Lucifer, while also breaking ground under his feet. And then they're gonna tell you that this is a fucking transmuter ability because he shapes it like a dragon and it never detaches from his body, therefore it's not emission, even though this is not detached from his body, but they labeled this an emission ability. Likewise, this is barely shaped like a dragon, mind you. In terms of like transmutation shaping aura, this is so weak. It's barely shaped like a dragon. It's literally all wiggly and shit. How is this a transmuter ability? Shoot yourself. Whoever, God fucking damn, guys. The fact that this still says transmuter, even after he was confirmed as an emitter. Confirmed emitter. Confirmed master emitter with an end range of 300 meters. Ridiculous. Before I feel any weirder, I think you're an inspiration role model to push myself to dream and even sing because I think you have the guts to enjoy what you like without needing to worry about what people think. Sorry, I vomited in my mouth when I read that. That was adorable. Oh, that was adorable, Tooncat. Thank you. It's not that I'm definitely scared to like be myself, especially like in the growing age of, I don't know, man. People are so judgmental online. People are so judgmental online these days, eh? Be your fucking freak self. I'm not a freak though. I'm a little bit of a freak. I don't know. I don't know, man. Why does an old man put his time before a laden coffin shape his aura to a dragon? It must be he learned transmuting, or he's just a special transmitter. He's not a transmuter.
What's that?
He's not a transmuter. Salcon, thank you for the tier on sub for 25 months in a row. Good, judge me. It's more like giving aura properties like sharpness for gone scissors, yeah. Now they do state that shape training is like level 1 transmuter training, but like something being training for something else doesn't mean that like anytime there's a shape involved that it's a transmuter ability, right? Like, how is this a transmuter ability? This is literally just pure Nen fucking emission, dude. Like, this isn't giving any properties. He's raining down a fucking missile fire of Nen aura. This is emission. There is no reason to tag this with transmutation. Like, what is he transmuting? We have no idea what the properties of those Nen blasts are, other than they fucking destroy anything they come in contact with. They're heavy. It's like a fucking, I don't know, I don't know, it's like a barrage. It's just aura. It's just aura, as far as we know. The only reason this is tagged as transmutation is because it's shaped like a dragon, which isn't enough to tag something as transmutation because everybody shapes their aura. Conjurers shape their aura. They have to when they conjure shit. Is this a transmutation ability? Or does it not have enough shape to be one? It's still connected to his body, so it's not emission, right? By most people's logic, except it clearly is because it's an emission blast from his hand. Meaning this is also emission. It's emission. It'll always be emission. Get transmutation out of here. God. He can transmute his aura into a tangible extension of the body in the form of a dragon. What? That's a mission! You're describing a mission! Go.
Beta Afro gifted 5 subscriptions.
I'm gonna crash out, Beta Afro. I'm crashing out. Why not edit it? How do I edit it? How do I edit this fucking garbage? Which he then hurls at the opponent as straight shot. This ability is often used in conjunction with emission, allowing it's like, no, it's just emission, dude. He's an emitter. Stop saying he transmutes and then tagging everything he does as transmutation. You can't just like he's literally confirmed emitter. You can't just tag every character. You can't just be like, oh, well, he transmutes his aura into my cock and balls. It's like, no, he doesn't. There's a contract ability that I read about in the newest chapter. I wonder if I can find it. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. Okay, it's this person's ability. So this person's ability, Longhi, yeah, I'm on a mission to I'm on a mission to educate people. So like this, okay, this ability, type manipulation. You know what's fucking crazy? You know what's fucking, okay, we're gonna read the fucking manga. Hold on, you fuckers. I fucking hate these people. Okay, it is literally described. How do they tag this wrong? How have they tagged this wrong? Okay, Hunter, X Hunter, chapter. I think it's like 407. No, it might be 40. It might be 407. Easy coming. I'm gonna try really hard to avoid any major spoilers.
Hello, sinner.
It might be 405 or 406. I'm gonna have to scroll through like everything to find it. I'm a real fucking fan, chat. I actually pay the fuck attention, okay? And I'm not saying it's impossible that transmutation is being used for some of these abilities. I'm just saying that it's not confirmed, so it shouldn't be tagged as if it is confirmed. It should definitely not be tagged ahead of their main abilities, right? Like, these are emitter abilities, plain and simple. I've been kicking it since 1966 now. Maybe it's like 409. I assume him never shooting off the aura in the fight against Kurla makes them assume it is not an emission and therefore transmuting. That's just not how it works, though. That is such a fuck. I reject that, because I've had people, Mythical Tenshi has argued with me, it's not emission because it's never actually separated from the body. That is not a requirement. Nowhere is that it confirmed in the subtext. That is not like a thing. That is not a thing that's confirmed anywhere. And the fact that Zeno is an emitter firing off these emission blasts, and that we see Gon do the same thing in the Greed Island arc where he has to learn high-level emission techniques by propelling himself off the ground with his hand, proves that it doesn't need to be detached for it to be an emission ability. That's just not a thing. It's about range. It's all about range. It's always been about range. Okay, I have no idea where this... Maybe it's 404? Maybe it's 404? You can log in and click edit page. I might eventually. I might have to eventually. Okay, maybe it's 403 because that's a pretty big reveal. Is Netero a conjurer? Netero is an enhancer. However, his ability very likely uses conjuration and manipulation, and also probably mixes in some manipulation, some emission and transmutation in there as well. It's very possible. Because Meruem specifically refers to his ability as like an enigma, saying no sane person would ever pick an ability like this. And I think Meruem kind of knows Netero is an enhancer and realized this ability is pure dog shit. Like, this ability should not be as good as it is. In my opinion. Just two of a kind. We don't have to mind. Anyway. Oh, this is for a 3? Dude, I read so much Hunter x Hunter the other night. I have no idea where I'm actually looking, what I'm actually looking for. Huh. Sorry, Beta Afro, thank you for the 2 month sub. Welcome to the Stray Dog. Sorry for yapping. I'm yapping. Wait, I can just check what chapter she shows up. I'm stupid. I can just check what chapter. Guys, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, chat. I'm gonna blow your fucking mind. I'm gonna blow your fucking mind. What does she appear? Chapter Mega Debut 369. Oh, where does she do this stuff in the... Where does her fucking ability appear? Give me the chapter update for her, like, newest appearance. A special request and a contract. Yeah, can I have the... Yeah, what does this happen in the manga? What chapter? I think the worst part about the people who run this fucking fan wiki is that they don't link to any goddamn chapters. Not link, but like they don't even like source them with like, hey, this happens in this chapter, by the way. 401. Okay, it's 401. I think it's chapter 401. We're gonna read this together. We're gonna read this shit together, okay? Spoilers for the manga, by the way. Spoilers for Dark Continent arc. Not that anybody cares. You guys aren't reading this. Okay. Go down, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, never mind. No, it's right. This is my conditional manipulability.
I don't want to set the world on fire, honey.
Never mind.
I love you too much.
I swear to God I read conjuration ability. I think she's definitely conjuring something here. Moonlit Decree. Okay, no, they got it right. Basically, her ability is she signs the contract, and then if everybody signs the contract and agrees to it, everybody gets a boon. And the boon is you get to use her ability once. You get one use of her ability. But if you break the contract, you get forced into a state of Zetsu. So it's pretty cool. It's like a, you know, negotiation ability. It's like, it's not really a combat ability, but I like it a lot. What if she's a conjurer manipulator? I mean, contract slave? Contract agreement? Mind control? Kapow? Yeah, something like that. I think she's probably, I don't know about conjuring. I mean, she's doing something, right? I thought this was a conjuration ability when I first read this. I swear to God. But maybe it's probably transmuting. She's probably transmuting it as like a, oh, but then why would you transmute it, right? It's probably conjuration. If she was a manipulator. I don't know. It's too many variables. Too many variables. Oh, spoilers, don't read that. Don't read that. Is this still Hunter x Hunter? Yeah, this is all Hunter x Hunter. The newest arc is pretty fucking crazy. The newest arc is pretty crazy. But yeah, let me read the synopsis of her ability. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool then ability. Longhee's Moonlit Act allows her to reward or penalize those who voluntarily sign a contract with her. She transmutes Hearsay, by the way. Hearsay. 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 It could be conjured. It could be conjured with the translucent appearance. Since it's like just a Nen contract, it could just be a conjured. Could be conjured. Just saying. They love assuming everything is transmutation. They love throwing transmutation onto everything. At least they didn't tag the ability transmutation though. At least they didn't tag the entire fucking ability transmutation. Hello from Italy, Taiga. Hello from Italy, Sigamix. Welcome to stream. Feels like manipulation is a better fit. I agree. I thought it could be conjured. I think it could be conjured and manipulated, but yeah. The effect is manipulation. Everything's trans. Everything is trans nowadays. Everything's trans nowadays, chat. She transmutes her aura into the form of a pen and paper, likely to write, or it could be conjured. Likely to write and sign the contract with. The ability requires her to explain the details of the contract to the participants of her contract. It can reward or penalize them depending on whether they fulfill obligations as written in the contract. During the succession contract start, she uses this to set up an alliance between Prince Wobble and Tubepa, with Tubepa knowing that only she ordered Longhi and Mawar to negotiate a peace treaty. Only that she resorted to negotiate a peace treaty with Wobble to gain Kurapika's cooperation, and unaware of Longhi being a non-user or her ability. The details of this contract are: neither side will interfere with or attack the other side's prince, queen, or guards. This will last until 9 a.m. on Sunday, day 15. The contract will automatically renew for another week, provided that a representative from Tubepa is present in room 1014. Translate Act, oh my god, stop. I'm getting distracted. Moonlight Act will activate only if Kurapika's side violates the agreed terms, and to enforce a week of Zetsu as penalty. So if the terms are violated, it'll activate and it'll put Kurapika into a week of Zetsu. Essentially just like killing you, right? Like if you're stuck in Zetsu, it means you can't use any of your Nen abilities. Your offense, your defense, you're fucked, okay? You're basically dead. You're a sitting duck. Healing or other acts of support are not counted as a Nen attack. Tubepa's side will not unilaterally terminate the contract as long as they do not uncover a malicious act from Wobble's side towards Tubepa's side. Longhi will never arbitrarily interpret any of the actions of Wobble's side as malicious. So that's, you know, pretty good stuff to have in writing. Longhi adds another personal stipulation. Wobble's side must identify the prince that is Beyond's child before either Tubepa withdraws or before only 2 princes remain. If it is discovered that none of the princes are Beyond's child, the ability would immediately activate and reward Wobble's side, which is good. That's a good thing. It's pretty cool. And then the reward for abiding the contract is you get to use this ability, which is pretty cool. You get, so basically you're like, hey, you get to use my ability one time if you abide the contract, which is kind of sick, right? What if the Nen user die? I don't know. I don't know. I think the contract is still binding because the contract applies to both sides, I guess. But I guess it only affects whoever signs it. So I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool ability. It's a really cool Nen ability. I love Nen abilities like this. I did think this was conjuration though. I don't know why. I guess I can accept that maybe the pen and paper are being transmuted, but the fact that that's not enough to label the entire ability a transmutation ability proves that none of Zeno's abilities should be labeled transmutation abilities either. None. 0. Good day, sir. Good day. I said good day. I'm very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about this. Ugh. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Taiga, there's a ghost in your room. It's so spooky. Oh my god, it's so scary. I just peed my pants. So, what do you guys think about male VTubers and stuff? Gross, right? I hate male VTubers. Yucky, right? Nothing but dicks on legs, I say. P-boy, he's a P. I'm not a P-boy. I'm not a P-boy. I'm not a P-boy. Yucky. We hate male VTubers. Yuck. I will say I'm kind of not surprised. I guess, okay. I'm not surprised to learn that there's a problem of male VTubers being like weird. But like, why are we coming forward about it now? What am I supposed to do about it? You know what I mean? You got so many people talking about male VTubers and they're like, guys, if you haven't experienced what I've experienced, maybe just like sit back and like listen. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen. But like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. Cause you're just saying like male VTubers. Like, call people out, right? If somebody specifically is doing some creepy weird shit, right? Like if they're Harvey Weinsteining you, don't you think you should call them out? Instead of just like, I don't know, drumming up hate for like vague male VTubers. Name names. You know, let's hold people accountable. Name and shame, yeah. Cause I don't see who like, you know, vaguely just like, cause yeah, if you're just talking shit about like all male VTubers all the time, it's like, who does that help? Who does that help? Cause it's certainly, and the answer is it helps the people doing the thing that you're mad at. Especially if they're big male VTubers too, right?
Hello, sinner.
Megade! Megadu 1! Thank you for the follow. McDonkeys put ghost in your burger? Oh, I could go for a burger. Yeah, no, not dropping names harms more than it saves. I think if people are doing like weird shit and you really want to make like a movement about it, it would be a lot more efficient and productive and like safer for everybody to just name names, you know? Instead of being like, oh, male VTubers are so weird. And then it's like, okay, well, not all male VTubers. And now the conversation's about how like, the fact that you're saying not all male VTubers proves you're one of them. And it's like, oh my God, okay. What are we talking about, you know? What are we talking about? You know, if somebody's doing weird shit, call that out. Please. This is just a tribute. You gotta believe me, and I wish you were there. Just a matter of opinion. Man, I can't believe how many chapters I read. If somebody said female VTubers, they'd be laughed at and canceled. Of course they would, because like obviously not all female VTubers are doing that stuff. Like, I don't know, I've had issues with like guys be weird with me as well. Like, I've had guys use their money and influence to try to like manipulate me and stuff. But I guess I never felt comfortable being like, ugh, males are the worst, you know? Even though it's a lot of dudes. I get a lot of fucking weird dudes. I get a lot of weird dudes around me. And it is a majority dudes, but like, that's just like the audience, you know? That do just be like the audience in the VTuber community, so it's like, I don't know. And I know that like, equally it's not mostly dudes. Like, or not that it's not mostly dudes, but like, you know, there's some fucking crazy female fans out there too. Like, look at Box Akuma fans. They're fucking insane. Name drop them as well. Well, yeah, I've talked about my stalker before. Nobody cares though. Nobody cared when I talked about my stalker. I was canceled, so I was allowed to be stalked. They were allowed to post revenge porn of me and shit, you know? That was just something that was okay. VTuber community didn't really care. Wider community didn't really care. And what you can do about it. I've talked about it though. You look pretty good down here. You ain't really good. Citation page. Drama channels have really caused unreversible damage on the VTuber community. I disagree. I think drama channels are a necessary evil, even if I don't agree with all of them all the time on every topic. I think if they wouldn't talk about it, nobody would. Sometimes. You need somebody to compile this stuff, you know? And you need, you know, groups of people who are gonna latch onto those people who are compiling. And because otherwise nobody cares. I don't know. Nobody cares. And if nobody cares, like, you're just fucked. I don't know. It basically makes it so that like only big VTubers with well-established followings are actually able to get anything done about their situations, which is kind of the case as is, you know, like even with drama channels, it's a big fucking toss-up whether like the wider community will actually latch up onto an issue. And usually like 99% of the time, the only time the VTuber community latches onto an issue is when they have a big following. If there's like a big VTuber and they tweet something out, you know, it'll be a big deal. But if like the same thing happens to a smaller VTuber, even if it's worse, no one cares. Nobody cares, you know? Sucks. Elden Knight, I hope you enjoyed the 51 gift subs. Beta Afro, get this some earlier. Looks like you got one, yeah. Nice, nice. So yeah, I don't know. I don't blame drama VTubers so much as I blame bad actors in the community that facilitate the drama VTubers, right? We wouldn't need drama VTubers if there wasn't so much like actual people causing shit, you know? And if there's a group of people who are willing to look into a situation to determine like what's the truth and what's not,
Cheer 100, is it okay to make
think
YouTube
that's a good
animations
thing.
of you?
Of course! I'd love that. That'd be fucking sick, Rip Van Winkle. I'd love that. If it's a video like, why this VTuber is hated, and it's, yeah, I mean, like, it depends. There's still room for bias, and I think that's the problem is, like, you know, your reporting constantly should be evaluated. Your ethics should constantly be evaluated. When you're a drama VTuber, like, you shouldn't be allowed to get too comfortable, right? You shouldn't be allowed to just, like, establish an audience of sycophants, and then... Because if you do that, then you're not, like, a drama tuber. You're not, like, actually reporting on anything, right? You're just kind of, like... I don't know. I definitely think there's such thing as like getting too popular where people like especially because like what do you do as a journalist if the narrative is one way, like the community narrative is one thing, but the truth of the matter is the complete opposite side. The more popular you get, the more beholden you are to your fans to deliver a narrative that coincides with what they already believe. You know? They don't like to be challenged. They don't like to be challenged, and that's the problem. That's my problem with drama tubers, is that, like, once you're a certain popularity, like, you're kind of, not that you're automatically compromised, but, like, the chance of you being compromised in the future kind of just goes up. The more popular you get, you know, the more you have to worry about connections. The more connections you make, you know, you don't want to look bad. You don't want to have the wrong opinion. And the wrong opinion sometimes isn't necessarily what's true or false. Sometimes the wrong opinion is what everybody says is the wrong opinion. That's why it was so hard to clear my name, because people just didn't want to hear it. People just didn't want to hear of a universe where I wasn't like a pedophile who needed to blow my brains out. And so a lot of people weren't willing to stand up for me even like remotely because because doing so would land them in hot water. Even if it was the right thing to do, it didn't matter, you know? Doesn't matter. So that's kind of where I get off. And that's not an issue with drama tubers though. That's just like an issue with like the court of public opinion. That's a court of public opinion issue as well. There's inherent incentive towards sensationalism. Indeed, yeah. Like, for example, I think Cinder's another good example where, like, there's clearly more to the story that we were told than we were told. We were clearly told a very biased version of events, and regardless of who you still think is at fault, you know, the version we were told was definitely leaving some bits out, and a lot of people weren't willing to acknowledge that, you know? A lot of people weren't willing to acknowledge that, like, there was definitely some bad decisions on both sides that escalated the situation in a way where it probably didn't need to be escalated, you know? And that's the way, that's like life though, you know? There's money in VTubing just like the, and now imagine how bad it is in real life with like real politics and stuff, you know? Same issues, ultimately. Like a lot of these drama channels who are personality first and don't even have a good personality, it's like frick off and play Fortnite or something. I think I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I don't know. There's a lot of ego. I think there's a lot of ego in drama tubers eventually. There's a lot of people who just aren't willing to, I don't know, be honest when it comes to certain people. Like, there's, what do you call this? Bias. There's bias. There's money in VTubing, and sometimes you gotta follow the money, is what I'm realizing. Greatest album in history of music? The Wall? You think so? It's okay. So I see that on the back of you. There's some cute, some snow outside. And you're out of snowball. I'm out of snowballs. Can you go get some so we can throw them at you, please? I'll work on it. I gotta figure out how to do my Twitch alerts again. Just be yourself. I'll be myself. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I'll always be myself with you around. But yeah, my Nen ability chat is just like, I just combine high-level techniques from transmutation, conjuration, emission, and manipulation to make the ultimate cryomancy ability. That's what Togashi said I could do, so I'm doing it. That's my Nen ability. And maybe an enhancement too, but I'm pretty sure an enhancement. And no enhancement. I don't know how I don't know how I would. Maybe I could have some healing ice. Ooh. Or healing snow. How could I don't know. I would have to make like a specific Hatsu with enhancement somehow. Something to heal would be good though, for sure. What do you guys think? Hunter x Hunter collab when? I would love to get I designed, see, my next model, I designed fully with the idea that like it could double as like a Hunter x Hunter OC. I kind of like fitting everything into everything. We just lost fucking like 15 viewers, goddamn. Is Taiga doing any spicy content? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about opening an OnlyFans. What do you guys think? Should I make an OnlyFans to post my cute panty pics to? What do you think? Is your model a snow squirrel? Yeah, my model's a snow squirrel. You'd make lots of money. Do it? No? I think I should do it. I love this song. I do love The Wall. I admit, I do love The Wall. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's, well. No, it's a pretty good album. It's a pretty good album. I don't know. I think I like it more than Dark Side of the Moon. That would be a good income source, but is it worth the dignity? What dignity? Guys, I have no dignity left. Everybody hates me. Everybody fucking hates me, guys. I might as well like sell my body on OnlyFans. What, am I gonna wait until I get older and I don't know. I'm running out of time here, you know? You only have so much time you can do this stuff. I don't know how often I would post. Maybe like once a month, but I already posted, like it beats posting it to Twitter for free, right? Beats posting it to Twitter for free. Don't you think? I mean, you have enough dignity to say you're not a piss boy or into diapers. Is that the line? Is that the bar we're trying to cross? Are you a manipulator, Taiga? How did you know what I think? I'm not a manipulator. I'm manipulative, but I'm not a manipulator. I don't think I'm manipulative. I don't think I'm manipulative. I don't know if OnlyFans has a policy for only posting once a month, but I don't know. I don't think they would. Like I could post whenever I want. Apparently something I said triggered the auto mod. You might have put like a link somewhere. You shouldn't have. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go back to bed. Have a good night. I'm tired as well, dude. Honestly. I've been so tired these last couple days, chat. I don't know what's going on. My sleep schedule's all out of whack. I haven't been eating. I haven't been working efficiently at all. It's really embarrassing. Let's see if anybody replied to me on Reddit so that I can argue with them. Oh, have you guys seen Sir Runich? Sir Runich? Serednich Huigoru. Huigoru. Huigoro. Huigoro. Have you guys seen the explanation for this man's fucking Nen ability? You literally need a PhD to decipher this shit. Check this out. Check this shit out. Look at this. What do you think of this? What do you guys make of this? It's called Parallel Future, but you can call it King Crimson. To give you the cleanest idea of it, just call it King. Just imagine it as King Crimson, okay? Oh. So, type specialization. When Scary Sandwich closes his eyes and activates Zetsu, he receives a vision, which he refers to as a precognition or dream, of the following 10 seconds of the future. The vision is instantaneous. No time passes in the present between its beginning and its end, which are signaled by a sound and a visual pattern akin to static on a television. If, after those inferior 10 seconds, he does not open his eyes or rescind his Zetsu, time outside of his premonition resumes as normal. But he continues to see the 10 seconds into the future, with the time in the vision and the real world unfolding in parallel. But one in the premonition running 10 seconds faster. In this state, Scary Sandwich can see and hear what passes in his vision while at the same time perceiving what occurs outside of it and recovers his ability to move. Ephemeral? Is it ephemeral? Is it ephemeral? What did I say? Oops, sounding out words is hard. After Scary Sandwich rescinds the premonition part of the ability, a subsequent stage of the ability begins, and everyone who was shown in the vision, except Serednich himself, will perceive the next 10 seconds unfold exactly as he predicted, even if Serednich used his foreknowledge to change his course of action. Okay? And then we have a little image here. Do you understand? So it's not just precognition. It's precognition, but also... oh, well, that's unreadable. So here he closes his eyes and achieves Zetsu. And this precognition starts to see the 10 seconds of the future, taking up no real time in the world. So it's an instantaneous 10-second precognition into the future, right? Then 11 seconds onward, he continues, if he stays in the Zetsu state, he can continue to see into the future while experiencing real time until he opens his eyes again. So then there's his world and the real world. Time starts flowing in the real world after 10 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And everything going on in the real world will be the same as in his vision, even if he takes actions in his vision to alter the real world. Okay? So then, if he opens his eyes, you basically relive the events seen 10 seconds ago, right? Because he's 10 seconds in the future in his vision. Well, while his eyes are closed, he's 10 seconds in the future. So he'll be able to relive the last 10 seconds. Okay? All right? And then, in those 10 seconds, if I change my actions, if he changes his actions, other people are only aware of how it happened in the vision. So, like, for example, if you shoot me in the back of the head, okay? But that was in my vision and I open my eyes, I can alter the course of action. Then you'll see yourself as shooting me in the head, whereas I have altered said action. And then eventually the ability gets dismissed and normal time passes. If he closes his eyes and achieves Zetsu, he can reactivate and re-enter this diagram from the right, basically. So basically, it's King Crimson. It's King Crimson, but it actually works. It actually works this time. I'd go insane with that power. I would go insane with that power too, constantly forgetting like, oh shit, am I 10 seconds in the future or 10 seconds in the past right now, you know? Yeah, no, it's literally based on King Crimson. Togashi, when he made this ability, he was literally like, I want to make King Crimson, but I want to explain it in a way that like is completely understandable within the concept of Nen. Like I want to explain a balance. It's not, I would not call this ability balanced. It's fucking broken. But, you know, it's King Crimson basically. Basically, it's King Crimson.
Hello, Sinner.
Except he can keep seeing into the future for like periods of time. So basically, as long as he's able to like keep his eyes closed and like learn, if he learns how to fight with his eyes closed, he can basically dodge anything. And as long as he's dodging, people will think it's a busted ability. It's a fucking busted ability. Like there's so many implications for how this is going to be used in combat. It's actually terrifying. And I love it. I love it so much. There's an image from the manga. It's a fucking scary ability. Yeah, the ability allows the future to be altered, basically. You get that instantaneous 10 seconds, and then you can continue to see 10 seconds into the future after your instantaneous 10 seconds while experiencing real time until your eyes open. So you'll just keep experiencing everything the way it happened. So basically though, like if you see something bad happen to you in that initial 10 seconds, you need to react to that, which you can do with your eyes closed, mind you. But then even after that, you like dodge, so like let's say you like, you know, I use my ability, I see 10 seconds in the future, and within that 10 seconds, I see you shoot me. I can dodge your bullet, I can pretty much like instantly exit Zetsu, dodge the bullet, and then for you, you'll continue to see like the future where you shot me for the next 10 seconds. Until my premonition ends, you'll continue to see the altered premonition. So the longer I'm in the altered premonition, the more things just fucking change, right? The more things just fucking change. So maybe like at first, in the first 10 seconds, you shoot me and I dodge that, but then I'm still in the ability, and then like you do a bunch of other stuff after that, and I dodge all that too. I don't know, man. Like by the time I actually do open my eyes and the premonition ends, and then reality catches up to my premonition, or premonition catches up to my reality, or however you want to word it. By the time that actually happens, so much could be changed. It would be terrifying. It would genuinely be terrifying. Because like maybe I dodged the bullet, you think, you know, job done, you got me killed, but then I just go run around like trashing the room and doing a bunch of other stuff. Like how do you even respond? How do you even do anything? How do you even like fight this? If this ability is mastered, how do you even fight this ability? Now the difference is Scary Sandwich is very much, he's not mastered the ability yet, which is trashing the room. Well, I don't know, you could just like literally kill, the thing is like you could literally kill everybody in this time, right? Like if you were surrounded by 20 dudes, you could literally kill all 20 of them in like 10 seconds and there'd be nothing they could do about it because they'd think you're dead. Unless they knew your ability, unless they knew how your ability works, in which case, you know, like you could use some like AoE stuff. AoE abilities still kind of fuck this ability, right? Because you can only like avoid so much unless you like hit them before, unless you see the premonition of them using the ability and then you make a strike, you strike them before they're even able to activate the ability, in which case it's still OP. Like this is just so OP. It's just such an OP ability. It's just such an OP ability. This is very overpowered because it's very overcomplicated. It's overcomplicated, but that's why I love it. I love how well explained it is. Because King Crimson was not that well explained in comparison. It's crazy he can just do this, but Kurapika has to give up life for his. Yeah, that's because this guy's better at Nen than Kurapika. Like he's more talented. He is by default more talented than Kurapika. He should be killed.
Sinner.
You gotta kill this. Like I don't know. This guy should not be allowed to live. This guy should not be allowed to live. He's too strong. Lucas Palmer, thank you for the follow. King Crimson was confusing. At first it seems like it's just a shitter version of the world. Yeah, King Crimson was poorly explained, and also I think Araki genuinely did forget at times how his own ability worked. I don't think, and that's why I think Togashi wanted to make it. I think he was inspired and he was like, well, I'll make my own version of King Crimson and I'll make it work. I'll make it really, really work. Not as like a dig or anything. Like Togashi references from JoJo's Part 5 a lot in this most recent arc. In fact, there's another character who is a direct reference. There's another character who's like a direct reference to JoJo Part 5, and it's this guy. He's blonde haired. His name is Henry Bigandafno. Henry Bigandafno. He's like my favorite new character out of the new arc, by the way. I love him so much. His ability is really cool. Basically, let's get down to the good part. Nazi, thank you for the sub. Good morning. Why are you up?
Good morning and good night, you nerd.
Honk shoe me.
Honk shoe me 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 me.
Me 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 me. Me 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 me. That sounds like you, Noxie. Ashley type name. Ash. Oh yeah. His name is Henry Biggendofno. I really like him. He's my favorite character from the new arc. He has he's a conjuration type ability called Biohazard. Otherwise known as the sun in the palm of your hand. Henry can turn any device or object he touches. I love this song. Low-key golden experience power. It is straight up golden experience. He can turn any device or object he touches into a living creature. The device or weapon can retain its original function and can be manipulated at will. The transformation can be partial and take effect a few seconds after contact. The transformative properties of this ability, as well as the fact that non-users can see its effects, seem to point to it falling in the conjuration category. Well, and also the fact that Henry is a conjurer. Like, also, I need people to accept that, like, if Togashi shows you an ability and then they tell you the character's, like, conjuration type, an ability type, it's probably a hint as towards what that ability might be. Unless there's a situation with, like, I don't know, unless there's a situation where it's literally not clear it's actually an ability and it's, like, biological, like with UP. But yeah, the transformative properties of his ability, as well as the fact that is his conjuration category, and the fact that Henry is a conjurer also suggests it's the conjuration category. While Henry's control over the animals might imply the involvement of manipulation, probably a little bit of manipulation involved. Among the animals that Henry can conjure, there are snakes, pigeons, and cats, and oysters. It can also turn things into, like, livers and stuff, and, like, organs. Objects that Henry transforms with Biohazard revert to their original form once the aura is used up. If the mass is too big or too small, the transformation is not as fuel efficient. A location transmitter transformed into an oyster was estimated by Henry to contain enough aura to last roughly 2 hours. So yeah, this is literally just gold experience, and it's awesome. It's one of the best conjurer abilities we've seen in the series since. Bentovine, thank you for the follow. Also, thank you for the T1 sub for 49 months, Noxie. You're crazy. But yeah, basically he turns these guns into snakes and then they are able to blow off the guards' fucking faces. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking crazy? Do specialists have to master all types of Nen or just one? They can master just one, but I think mastering just one would be a waste of your specialist abilities. The reason specialists are so good is because they can master so many types of, like, categories, especially high-level abilities, as revealed with the conversation with Morena. So, you could be a specialist and master, like, all the enhancer abilities, right? But, if you did that, you'd be wasting your specialist. You wouldn't get a specialist ability, and you'd just be making a nerfed version of an enhancer ability. Because just because you can master any abilities doesn't mean, like, your damage is as high, right? It's kind of like being level 50, but not being able to wear... Okay, think of it this way. It's kind of like being, like, a level 50 in, like, an MMO, but you're the wrong class, right? Like, congrats, you can wear level 50 mage gear, but you can't use any of the you're not a mage, you know? You're not a mage. Except you kind of are a mage. Or you can cast it, but your damage is nerfed. That's the way to think about it. You don't get any of, like, the stat increases, you know? It's like, okay, you mastered all the mage abilities and you can cast them, but your damage modifier is going to be lower than somebody, like, you know, who was a mage, for example. Jack of all trades, master of none. Kinda, yeah, exactly. So theoretically, it's better to master one type. It's better to master all, you know, it's better to master your own category, or categories close to your own categories. I think the general rule of thumb that I go by, this is like my own theory crafting, but, like, because that's all you can do is really theory craft. Let me find, like, a Nen chart. Is there a Nen chart, like, absolutely anywhere? Dude. Okay, here. I think it's better to master, like, your own category and then the two categories, like, immediately next to your category, okay? Because you'll have 100%, let's say you're an enhancer. If you're a natural enhancer, you'll have 100% in enhancement, right? And then you'll have 80% in emission and transmutation. Meaning, you're gonna be limited. You're still gonna be limited, but these are still like 80% is still extremely proficient to craft like a good group of abilities, especially as an enhancer. Enhancers being right next to transmutation and emission is so well balanced them for offense. I also think a great category to be is like transmuter, because you get to dip into some conjuration and also some enhancement. So transmuters are also like super good, at least for like hand-to-hand combat. Like if I was gonna be like a hand-to-hand combat guy, and I wanted to be like really reliable, that I'd be like super tanky and scary in a fight, enhancement or transmuter seem like the way to go. I think transmuters are more fun because they tend to have more like unique and kind of cool abilities, whereas enhancers, they're usually pretty basic bitch, like just hit really hard, you know? Taiga, where do sandwiches live in the US? They live in Delaware. Boo. It's really easy to mix up transmutation, emission, or conjuration, not gonna lie. I don't think so, right? Because enhancement is strengthening objects or yourself or an object, right? If you're strengthening something, you're making it more durable, that's enhancement, right? It's basic bitch, strength, hit hard, you win, okay? Emission is detaching your aura from your body, which I think is a bit of a misnomer because it also applies to like any ranged attack, really. Right, anything that facilitates like at a range is facilitated by emission, because just detaching your aura from your body sounds really boring. But when you realize that like an emission blast, like if I just fired a beam of aura at you, that's emission, right? Even if the aura is attached to me, that's still emission. So it's not necessarily detaching it, and more like, you know, force of aura, right? Propelling it away from you to do damage is common emission stuff, you know? So if you want to do like Spirit Gun from Yu Yu Hakusho, that would be like textbook emission attack. Transmutation is changing the quality of your aura to match something else. Mutiny, thank you for the sub!
What's that? It's a skeleton.
Le Aura Beam.
Blue Aura Beam.
Le Aura Beam, yeah. I think enhancement is underestimated due to its simplicity as well. If I was an enhancer, I would be sitting pretty nice. You know, you don't have to do much as an enhancer. But yeah, transmutation is changing the quality of your aura, and this is often used in conjunction with other techniques to gain unique effects.
Hello, Sinner.
But a good example of that would be like Killua transforming his aura into electricity, you know? Or Hisoka transforming it into bungee gum, you know, to have the properties of both rubber and gum. But it also applies to, yeah, Bisky's an example of something similar. Bisky, because she's a natural transmuter, she conjures she conjures a maid to basically give her massages. Because she's conjuring a human being, I'm pretty sure she also needs to manipulate said human being to actually, you know, be a thing. Because it's set up with Castro. It's set up with Castro pretty clear cut that if you're conjuring a double or even like another human to control it, you need manipulation. And luckily we have like, luckily this ability is extremely well explained. So like we've got Tiger Bite Fist, and then we've got the double, and his double is clearly explained within the narrative of being conjuration and manipulation. He conjures a double and then he manipulates the double to attack for him. This would be a great ability otherwise. Like, if you're a specialist, this would be a fucking amazing ability. Or if you were a natural conjurer, this would be an amazing ability. Or even a manipulator. I think less so manipulator. I think anytime you're conjuring anything super complex, like, it's better to be a secondary manipulator than it is to be a main conjurer. Or no, yeah, it's better to be a conjurer than a manipulator, I guess is what I'm saying, is my impression. And the reason I say that is because we also have, like, Kortopi. We also have Kortopi, right? How's it going, Starry the Neko? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing a lesson on Nen abilities, okay? So we have Kortopi. He has the ability called a Gallery Fake, Divine Left Hand, Demonic Right Hand. Anything he touches, he can pretty much create an exact replica of it, which is relevant because at some point in the anime, at a point in the anime, he... Okay, it's not included in this synopsis for some reason. But basically, he straight up creates a copy of bodies of his friends. So he's able to straight up like create copies of their bodies. He can't control them though. That's the only stipulation is like he specifically can't control them with his ability. They're not manipulated. He can only conjure copies. So he made like a fake body for all of his friends to fake their deaths, basically. Implying to me that like anytime you make a double, like if you're making like an exact copy of something, you kind of need manipulation, you know, if you want to control. So in the case of like, you know, Bisky, she would be conjuring Cookie-chan and then manipulating her, and then also the gel Cookie-chan makes is transmuted aura. Transmuted aura, you see. The song is too sad, Taiga. Is it? Are you gonna cry? When the files tried to break her balls, eh? But yeah, we have some nun charts. So like this is your efficiency as an enhancer. As you can see, you're gonna have 0% in specialization, which like I know what you're thinking. It's kind of cucked for the categories right next to it, right? And yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is cucked. The explanation is that the reason specialization is where it is on the chart is because conjurers and manipulators have the best chance of becoming specialists later in life. But I don't think that's a good trade-off in my opinion. And also the fact that like you still lose you lose one of your 80%, right? If conjuration had at least like 80% in manipulation, I don't know, this raises questions, right? This raises questions because like some people will say it's only placed there because they have the best chance of becoming them later in life. But if that was the case, I don't think it would eat one of their 80%. Like clearly it is an actual place on the chest, right? Or on the chart, sorry. Clearly this is like an actual, it takes up a space on the chart, right? Like this is a physical space. It's not like specialization just exists outside of the chart. It's there, and otherwise you wouldn't be losing, you know, 80% of manipulation. You would have 80%, not 60, but you don't have 80%, you have 60, meaning like if this is a place on the chart. So only specialists get specialist abilities. I thought specialists were born talents. They are born talents, but conjuration and manipulation have the best chance of becoming a specialist later in life. Likewise, but like just that being said, any category can actually become a specialist later in life, not just conjuration or manipulation. They just have the best chance, which justifies the placement on the chart apparently, but it also still eats up one of their efficiencies. You're still losing out on 20% due to this chart, so it is like a real place on the chart, I guess. It's like both, and it's just both. It just works, okay? Just don't think about it too hard. Just don't think about it too hard, okay? It just works. Popeye's Biscuit no water. I could really go for some food right now. I'll stay up until, you know, McDonald's opens or something and then go to bed. Any other questions, chat? Any other questions? So if you're a conjurer, this is what your chart would look like. You'd have 0% in specialization, 60% in manipulation. Transmutation would still be 80%. I think conjurer, it really sucks to be a conjurer, I'm not gonna lie. I think it really sucks being a conjurer, or just being a manipulator as well. Manipulator less so, because you can make some like really powerful abilities that basically just are like, I manipulate you and I win. Like Sean Arc has an ability where he just needs to stick you with a needle and then he can control you like a video game character. But with conjuration, like you gotta really get creative with conjuration to be able to be good at fighting. You gotta get creative. It's not easy. I'm a tad lost since I arrived so late, but I think summoning is cool. Summoning is super cool though. Yeah, the downside is like, okay, yeah, you're losing out on one of your efficiencies, sure, but like, it's not really been an issue. I think most of the manipulation required to control your conjured, I would almost argue that like, when you conjure something, it might be possible to manipulate your conjured objects with more efficiency than usual, just to make up for the fact that like, you know, you're missing out on one of your immediate things, because we see so many conjurers who should probably also be using manipulation that aren't really like, they're not hurt as much as you'd think, you know? It hasn't been an issue yet, past Castro. Castro's the only guy who like really fucking sucked. It might also help that if you're like 100% conjurer, it's easier to manipulate, right? Like as opposed to like, let's say I'm 100% enhancer and I make a conjuration and then I make a manipulation and those are both at 60% efficiency, that'll probably be worse than if I was just, I mean, that would definitely just be worse than if I was just a conjurer and was manipulating my conjuration, or if I was just a manipulator manipulating a conjuration, you know? Being a pure brat is always better than, you know, dipping into other categories. If you can help it. Unless you really need to combine everything, and then it doesn't matter. Crazy Slots is a conjuration ability, and it's really cool. Yeah, it's super cool, I agree. Oh, dude, I fucked up my pinky nail. I think I bit it too short. No, it hurts. It hurts. My pinky nail hurts. Hero! And then this is what you'd look like as a manipulator, and this is what you would look like as a specialist. And I do believe this to be accurate. A lot of people were saying, oh, specialists have random affinities, but I don't think that's true. I don't think specialists would have random affinities, because if that was the case, then Kurapika would have no reason to make his Emperor Time ability. One small issue. That sounds like an issue and not an ish me, I'm afraid. So yeah, if I was a specialist, which I am, this is what my chart would look like, chat.
Hello,
This is
sinner.
what my chart would look like. I think if I got stuck with specialist, I would definitely really still try to make my cryomancy ability work. I think going all into conjuration and manipulation is the way to do it, though. Spawning a body of immortality. Right, so I would conjure ice and then just manipulate that ice as freely as I need, you know? Just conjure and manipulate my ice constructs, and then I'd still have 60% in transmutation, which is like, it's not ideal, but I think with the right conditions, you can make it work. For example, like, if I just wanted the ability to, you know, freeze anything with a touch, I could do that, right? You know, I could make my aura super cold and then just put the condition that I have to make physical contact with it, right? And then you're good to go. If you weren't a specialist, what would you be? I'd want to be like an enhancer, I think, you know? And then that way I could be like 100% like offense and defense, and then still like transmute some ice abilities, and then use a mission to make like, you know, to get some range. But this way, like, I can still make some probably pretty powerful, I don't know. Like, I can get with like these 4, I can get like basically all the ice abilities I need. I don't know what I would do with enhancement past like, I don't know, healing ability or something where I need to touch you to heal you with like my healing ice. My healing ice. Is that a thing? Is there precedent for healing ice in superhero comics? Oh, there is. It exists in real life, actually. It's just a real thing in real life. I can just go on Amazon and buy it. Healing ice or cryotherapy refers to using cold to treat acute injuries by constricting blood vessels to reduce swelling and numb pain. While effective for pain relief and swelling management in the initial 48 to 72 hours post-injury, some new approaches like the Peace and Love protocol suggest controlling rather than eliminating the inflammation. I see. Yeah, you could make an ice. You could probably justify like an ice healing ability, where like you cover them in ice and then it like slowly heals them over time. It probably wouldn't be very strong, especially as a specialization, because specialization healing is all in enhancement, which is why most specialists are really bad at healing. For example, Nanika is a specialist, and she needs to touch the subject if she wants to heal them. She can't do remote healing. She needs to make physical contact. And then also, Neferpitu was also pretty bad at healing, like with their surgery. Like, they had to give themselves pretty hard to use their healing ability. So Neferpitu is also another example of a specialist that isn't good at healing. So I think healing is not specialists' forte.
Hello, sinner.
But again, that's more theory crafting, which I love to do. I love theory crafting about Nen. It's like my favorite pastime. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Simon Walker. Luna Snow heals in Marvel Rivals, but I don't know if she actually made out of snow. Yeah, what does Luna Snow do? Let's watch some gameplay. Let's watch some Luna Snow gameplay.
Luna Snow is one of the best supports in the game. Pretty much broken. And she has so much potential in every situation to make sure her team wins. And we'll teach your mates how to play this character effectively today. But before we do get into this video, I'll be giving away a luxury battle pass to one of you lucky people watching this video. We will be doing this daily.
Luna Snow uses her music to heal, I guess? Okay, so she'd be like an emitter. An emitter healing enhancement kind of
to make sure you
mix.
are subscribed, you've liked the video, you've commented in the
Emitters
comment
have easy
section down
access
below,
into enhancement
and share this
techniques,
video
so
with
it's
a
easy
friend.
to like
Also
put healing
follow us on
effects on your
Instagram
emission
at
abilities,
Bloodthirsty
you know,
Lord Reels,
to
and
create
follow our
AoE
TikTok
heals,
at Bloodthirsty
basically.
Lord. We'll be announcing the winners.
I don't care.
We're healing them and keeping them alive.
Just like show me some gameplay.
We got Silo play too. Heal our teammates. Oh my god, that's Wolverine and the
Yeah, guys.
rules
Yeah,
up.
some emissions. She's a bard.
He got exiled, our teammate Groot, by the Hulk.
I say emission because you need to imbue your Nen into your music.
Try to keep everybody
Something
alive,
like
as much
there's
as
already
fun to
precedent
me.
for that as well. Melody is an emitter, and she plays her flute, which she uses emission to affect people. Anyone who hears her music, she's able to affect and heal them.
Where
Basically, so
is
it's
the
basically
Wolverine
an
player?
enhancement emission ability.
So things are going for steal. Oh, there we go. On cue.
This would just
And
be
he's
adding
dead.
snow to it, you know.
How is he not dead? Oh, he's passive. He's passive saving.
Chat is passive. Chat is passive.
Very good. Kill our teammates.
The reason I would want to lean in a little into emission though is because I'd want to have like a projectile where I throw like an ice ball out at somebody that can freeze on impact and stuff like that. I would totally want a fucking emission transmutation ice ball. You definitely need both in that case because you would need like, you know, emission to make it go and then like transmutation to maintain your effect on it. Or rather emission to maintain the transmutation effect at long ranges. Icicle spear. Oh yeah, I'd throw ice spears. Easy. Yeah. My specialization ability would definitely just be combining like as many high level cryomancy techniques from as many categories as possible into like a single thing. That'll be it. And then maybe like a little bit of healing. Oh, and then also obviously you want a time freeze ability. Obviously you want a time freeze ability. Obviously you want to try a time freeze ability.
I'll make sure I keep him alive.
Or something.
Oh, got the Iron player.
I mean,
Good
if I
catch.
know I'm a specialist, I would definitely like try to make something
You got him over.
special.
Got him over. No. Damn.
Granted, like, I think the fact that you're a time freeze, calm the fuck down. I can freeze time. What are you gonna do about it, pussy? I froze time. You can't do shit. Cry about it. So are you saying more snow or ice? I think if I combine my effects properly, I would be able to wield everything kind of in tandem with no issues. I think I would be able to wield everything in tandem with pretty much no issues.
Oh, equal trade. It's not too bad. Could be much worse. Let's empower ourselves here. Do more damage. Kill this Bruce Banner. Oh my god, he got out of it. Well done on his part.
I don't hate Marvel Rivals, but I just
Kill our
don't,
team up. Back to full HP.
like, I don't know. I can't get into these games anymore. I'd still like my Smite account back at some point. They still won't unban me. They're like, we're not gonna unban you because you said this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I know I said that stuff. I know what I said, okay? I know what I said, and I'm really sorry, but like, unban me. Pussy. Unban me, you cuck. Yeah, if you gave me an oatmeal cookie, I would totally not stop time. For sure. I would leave you out of it. What'd you say in Smite? I said to another player, if you do that again, I'm gonna suck your dick. But it was a compliment. It was a compliment. Oh, thank you for the... Oh, Laura, thank you for buying stickers. Holy shit. A Taiga 4x4 sticker and one other merch. Thank you so much. I love you, Taiga. Stay safe and stay happy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, I said to some player, like, he just stole the fire giant, right? And it was the best secure I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And I said, if you do that again, I'll suck your dick. Because I wanted him to steal it again. And then I don't know if I got reported for it or somebody was just like an asshole about it. But I was literally complimenting the player. So got me banned. Can you believe that? Wind in my hair. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. There's a train in the distance. Also, there's telltale signs. Furikov was able to construct a system to identify Nen users and their Nen types through observation alone, which he claimed is the result of his experience. According to him, a way to differentiate Nen users and non-Nen users is the outline of the former's iris appears discontinuous when looked at from the side. One of the shortcomings of this method is that it cannot tell Nen users apart from individuals who have only half awakened. So, basically, if you look at somebody's iris, this is canon. This is all canon, by the way. I love Togashi because I love that he writes obscure shit like this. I fucking love this. So, according to him, if you look at you can tell from the outline of the former's iris appears discontinuous when looked at from the side. So you can tell who's a Nen user by looking at their irises from the side, basically. And then a person's Nen category can be determined through some habits of theirs and the flow of their ten. Enhancers and transmuters, depending on their level of skill, have a soft, quiet ten that shrouds the part of their body that activates their favorite attacks. Now this does not apply to everybody. For example, Netero had a very sneaky N or a 10 or whatever. Netero was always kind of like sneaky, so this wouldn't apply to like a character like Netero, for example. But he's like an anomaly. This is just like a general rule for the categories. Emitters and manipulators generally have broader 10, and if they attempt to shrink it, their aura will appear darker. Manipulators also tend to want to keep their dominant hand free, as it is generally the one used for their abilities. So there you go. So if they're like right or left-handed, they're gonna keep that hand free more often than not, just in case they need to activate the ability. Granted, this also only applies to like experienced Nen users. Like in this case, like, you know, if you're inexperienced, you might just be a dumbass and not keep your, you know, your hand free. But conjurers have strong 10 around the body part that activates their favorite abilities, and much gentler flow everywhere else. Like manipulators, they will also prefer to keep their dominant hand free. So, not a very good, you know, whatever. Also, this is Morena's research. So, Morena Prudhoe conducted research about how common each Nen type is. Though she claims her findings may not be accurate, she determined that the probability any given person is a specific Nen type is to be as follows. Enhancement, 27%. So, like, more often than not, a lot of people are enhancers, which I think is interesting. I think that's interesting to think about, because I assumed it would be like an even spread all the way around, but apparently enhancement and emission make up the majority of Nen users. If you encounter a Nen user or somebody like, you know, most of the population, they're gonna be enhancers or emitters, which I think makes sense. I think makes sense. Especially the enhancement. Transmutation, 19%, and then conjuration and manipulation, 15%. And then specialization, 0.033%. Morena is a specialization glazer, clearly. She definitely is. But it's because she loves, and this was revealed in... Wait. Where are these other numbers coming from? I know especially this one's coming from 103 apparently, or chapter 408. Apparently, but I didn't see these other numbers in that very same chapter, so I do wonder where that's coming from. Interesting to think about. I don't know if there's a source for that, but I think the 0.033 for specialization is accurate. I think she said 1 in 3,000, so... It makes sense to me that enhancement would be like the most common type though, for those who awaken their Nen. And now, is this based on those who awaken their Nen, or is this just based on like the type of anybody you walk by? You know? You never know. You never know. You never know. Oh. I love emitters, personally. I don't know, everybody on the subreddit, they love nerfing emitters and they want to glaze transmuters so badly. They love glazing the transmuters and nerfing the emitters. It's ridiculous. They're scared, chat. They're scared. Strong Lasso, Lone Cowboy. Another rope-based ability. I know transmutation is the most inefficient category for a manipulator. The user manipulates a rope lasso, which they use to restrain their targets. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, that's like really simple. That's like a really simple. I mean, you guys gotta understand, most Nen abilities in Hunter x Hunter are kind of dog shit, you know? like by design. They're very personal Nen abilities. So like the only time you get really like, I don't know, not everybody gets to be Hisoka, right? Sometimes your Nen ability is just you manipulate your lasso because you're a cowboy. Sometimes you're just a cowboy. A dual personality character where one is awakened. That'd be so cool. I think they kind of did that with Scary. You see, the thing about it, Scary Sandwich, right? The thing with Sarudnich is, I would argue, I don't think he has like a multiple personality, but he's very much, he's got like the, I don't think it's meant to be multiple personality, but like he's got issues. He's got mood issues. He's a little BPD, okay? He's got a mean streak, which I think is meant to kind of represent Diavolo. I don't think he wanted to copy like the straight up copy Diavolo when it came to like, because he already copied Diavolo's ability, right, with King Crimson, and I don't think he wanted to straight up copy the character. He wanted to make his own character, but so he gave him kind of like a, he gave him, how do you say, mood swings. He has crazy mood swings, yeah. Fourth Prince is fucking crazy. A young Sarudnich shot his fellow cadet for arguing with him. They got into an argument and he just fucking shot the guy in the leg. He just did that. He also collects Scarlet Eyes, which made Kurapika interested in him. Oh god, yeah, no, this guy's crazy. Then he gets shot, except he didn't actually get shot because his ability activated just in time to not actually let him get shot. This argument, however, shoots your leg. Exactly, exactly. Also, this is his Guardian Spirit Beast, of which we do not know what it does currently, but you can kind of see his tastes, I think, you know? You can kind of see he's got some baggage. The Guardian Spirit Beasts are conjured based on the prince's personalities. So like, if you're, you know, a very cool, nice prince with a good relationship with women, your Guardian Spirit Beast probably won't look anything like this. Yeah. Mo is woman bad. There are other princes though. There are a lot of other princes. World presenting, I wanna be next to you. Ooh. Actually, it's not listing the princes here for some reason. I think that's because there's spoilers. It's probably for the best. But yeah, this is Scary Sandwich. He's like terrifying. He's a scary dude. He's a scary dude for a scary sandwich. Next to you. Ugh. The fourth prince can be jumped. I repeat, his net ability is only for solo. We can be jumped. I think he would struggle more with like AoE abilities, but like if he knows how to fight multiple opponents at once, like he can be jumped. If you know, I don't know. I still think he would see any attack coming and get out of the way immediately. He only has to move like half a centimeter is the thing, right? And the thing is, he could just, you know what he could do? He could just like activate his ability for literally 1 second. Not even a second, because he just gets an instant premonition. Activate to get the instant premonition, leave the instant premonition, and then just like fight with that 10 seconds of knowledge. And then that 10 seconds is going to be the same for everybody no matter what he does in that time. So no, he's kind of unkillable. Like if he masters this ability, like he's kind of unkillable. Unless you like literally just nuke him. Unless he literally just gets nuked, or like you throw a grenade into the room and he literally cannot avoid it. Like unless he physically cannot avoid whatever's about to happen in the future, he's basically unkillable. Maybe New Hampshire. Ugh, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry, chat. I haven't eaten all day. Anyway, what would your nun ability be, chat, if you had one? Sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Future Sight is always OP, yeah. Assuming you want to make like a balanced nun ability, what would you make? Assuming you weren't just like Sarudnich levels of busted with like infinite aura potential. Punch hard equals easy win. Well, not always. Uvojin punched hard. You know? And he only lasted so long. Oh, he looks so good in the manga, though. Look at this guy. Togachi's style has evolved so much over the years. Something within him. God, Uvojin was kind of hot, though. Kind of hotter in the manga. Interesting. Oh, I'd love a big old back tat. This is like the enhancer, guys. This is like, as far as we know. I mean, other than Netero, I guess, one of the best enhancers in the series. Just straight up. And he's a little sweetheart. Look, he's gay. He's a little gay boy. He's comfortable expressing his sexuality, you know? And he's also comfortable expressing his bloodlust. He also had an afro back when he was younger. Man, he looked great. Looked great back in the day. He's all barbarian now, though. He's a barbarian boy. He's sick. He's a very open, chill guy. He likes what he likes, and he knows what he likes, you know? He loves to fight, he loves to kill, he loves carnage and destruction, but he also loves his friends. But he'll also fight with his friends, you know? Yeah. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. If you know, if you're on his side, that is. If you're against him, he's your worst enemy. He's a goddamn animal. Uvojin. Let's watch Uvojin versus Kurapika 1999. for fun. Just for funsies. If I can help it, I'll always like go for the 1999 versions of the fights. Sometimes they're a lot better. Sometimes they're a lot worse, but.
お、出た出た、すんげえ。本当に真っ白だぜ。これ全部卵が。気色悪い。
Oh, he's praying. Yeah, is Berserk still going? Is it still good? Is like the new Berserk worth reading about, you know? Or has it taken a nosedive since the new author took over? Oh yeah, Nobunaga could sense the animal inside Gon, dude. He sensed the beast. He was like, oh.
お前は波の使い手
You're not a normal
な
fighter.
んてもんじゃね
Oh!
え。その鎖に込められた念。お前の念には何か特別な意志が感じられる。
He already had his aura up.
その質問に答えるには聞かねばならないことがある。殺した者たちのことを覚えているか？
少しはな。印象に残った相手なら忘れねえと思うぜ。まあ程度によりけりかな。つまるところ復讐が誰の弔い合戦だ？
Who are you avenging?
クルタ族。
知らねえな。
Never heard of it.
火の目を持つルクソ地方の少数民族だ。5年ほど前に
Yeah, I
お前
thought
たち
Gon would be
に
the
襲われ
upper
た。
limit of enhancers.
火
You're
の
right.
目。なんだそりゃ。お宝の名前が
I thought Gon would probably fuck up
記憶にねえな。
Uvojin.
だが5年
But I
前な
think
ら間違い
Uvojin
な
might.
く俺も参加してるはずだ。
No, yeah, I thought Gon would fuck up
覚えていない
Uvojin.
だけだと思うぜ。
およそ関わりのな
I
い
don't think
人
it would be
間を殺
completely
す。
one-sided, but I definitely think Gon would win.
お前は一体何を考え、何を感じているんだ。
Granted, it was pretty one-sided for
Nani.
Pito, so maybe
She
it would be.
did
I think, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Yeah, I thought
た
Gon
ま
was
に
upper
こう
limit
いう
of
や
enhancers
つが
for
いる
sure.
からやめられねえ。殺しはな、俺の一番の喜びってやつを教えてやろうか。おめえみてえなリベンジ野郎、返り討ちにすることだ。
Where you'll never return! Whoa,
この鎖がやばい。どんな理
you
想
gotta
を
watch
使
out
っ
for
た
that
か。
chain!
無情じゃ考えられねえこと
Good
が
pick is a
ここに込
conjurer,
めら
by
れ
the
て
way,
る。
guys.
あれば先手必勝。手応えあり。
Which is why his chains are so fucking powerful. They're conjured, but also he's packing like enhancer levels of men into
気
them.
力があるとは。だが左腕はイカれちまう。
His left arm should be useless. What?
無傷。
He's unharmed? You hit him.
拳を生身で防御可能なのは肉体をオーラで強化できる強化系ぐらいの
He has to be an enhancement user.
やつは一体
Who is this guy?
一つ聞く。今のパンチ、まさか全力か。
安心しな2割
Uvojin doesn't know Kurapika's a specialist. It never even crosses his mind. Uvojin thinks he's a bit of a conjurer or a manipulator. It's only after being hit with these attacks that he's like, what the fuck? He's an enhancer too? Like, what the fuck?
すばしっこさには自信があるようだな。だがな、
今の隙に鎖で俺を捕らえなかったことを後悔するぜ。か。くだらん負け惜しみはやめて全力で来い。時間の無駄だ。
やってやるぜ。全開だ。
Everything! Okay, I gotta say this fight is better in 2011. I think 2011 does a bit better of a job in this fight. Or like, I don't know, the vibes, the overall vibes and voice acting. 2011 is, 1999 is interesting, but... It's not bad, it's just different. No, that's not what he said. And if that is what he said, that doesn't mean he thinks he's a specialist.
気配が消えた。
He says what he thinks he is, and he thinks he's a conjurer or manipulator. Wow! I use all my strength in the Big Bang Impact. No one can block it with their body. Though I have to compliment you. A punch would have shattered you into pieces.
お前のあの反応の速さ、おそらく土煙の微妙な変化を目の端で捉えたな。
私もお前を見くびっていたようだ。お前のようなタイプが戦いの最中、冷静に陰を駆使した戦術を立てて実践してこようと。だが、陰を使えるのは私も同じ。この鎖は念能力でオーラを具現化したもの。従って陰で見えなくすることも可能。
お前が普段も鎖を具現化してたのは本物の鎖に見せかけるためか。
実在する鎖を操る操作系能力者を装っておけば敵は見える
They called it
鎖にだけ注意
materialization
を
back
払
in
う
the
だ。
day, and they called
Nothing.
enhancement reinforcement. Obviously now it's like well defined as enhancement and conjuration, but yeah, I hate the old terms, the 99 terms. Hello, Mother TaigaxHolic, how's it going? Are you enjoying Halloween? I
証明
am.
された。捕獲完了。
I think 1999 has better storyboarding and better animation in a lot more scenes. I think it's okay in a few scenes. I think it's debatable though. Shalnark is a little fucking girly boy twink in 1999. Goddamn.
こいつ、強化系と具現化系の両方の能力を最大限まで極めてやがるのか。ありえねえぞ。
See, if he thought he was a specialist, he would have been like, oh, that's only possible for a specialist. But clearly, whatever Kurapika is doing is unique even among specialists. Otherwise, he would just assume they're a specialist.
本来念能力者が 100% まで極めることが可能なのは生まれつきの系統能力だけのはず。
消せないという面持ちだな。黄泉の手向けに教えてやろう。今の私は特質系だ。
I will say the red of the eyes is crazy in 1999.
クラピカ、お前黄色の目になったらオーラの絶対量がかなり増えてねえか。ちょっとそのままでもう一度水見式やってみろ。もしかしてお前
Maybe you
火
are.
の目が発現した時のみ特質系に変わる。
その目、思い出したぜ。切れると目が赤くなるやつら、どっかの奥地でこそこそ暮らしてた。団長が痛く気に入ってたぜ。ありゃ大仕事だった。あいつら強かったな。その生き残りが。
I don't see. Is that in the manga? Because that's not in the 2011 version. Is that in the manga? Does he say that in the manga? I don't believe he does. Anyway, the fight's over. I'm gonna stop here before we spoil more for you guys. Hee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that in the 2011 version. I don't know if they added that in or what. Or if he does say it, he says it very differently. This one, he looks like, oh, those guys were pretty strong. In this version, he's like, yeah, I remember you guys. You were pretty strong. I think he calls them weaklings. I don't know. Let's watch the 2011 version.
どこで死ぬ？
You gotta admit.
人に迷惑がかからない
You gotta admit,
荒野がいいな。
Kurapika's not Kurapika.
お前の旦那
Kurapika sounds the same in
様は
both
うるさそう
the 7 dub for 1999 and 2011, but Uvujin sounds so much better in 2011. Uvujin is so much better. He's amazing. He sounds so good in this fucking version.
お前の念には特別な意志が感じら
I
れる。
feel extraordinary determination in your net, and that's what he says.
殺した者たちのことを覚えているか？
Whoa!
おめえみてえなリベンジ野郎を返り討ちにすることだ。
Look at this guy! Oh no, this fight is better in 2011, hands down. No question, this fight is better in 2011. Look at this!
この鎖がやべえ。
His chains are trouble. Whoever uploaded this, like, cut out all of the inner dialogue, on the inner monologue, which basically ruins the fight, but...
無傷。
Not a scratch. How?
やつは一体。
今のパンチ、
ん？
まさか全力か？
Is that the best? He's so cool. Umajin is so cool. Absolutely fucking peak, yeah.
時間の無駄だ。
時間の無駄な。
全開だ。
Oh.
今度こそ砕いたぜ。
地面を叩き、土煙を上げたのは体だけでなく、気配を
Kurapika is
持た
OP
って
by the
攻
way.
撃する
Kurapika is
作
just
戦だった
completely
わけだ
fucking
な。
broken.
まさか。
Oh, they didn't include the whatever. They didn't include the part.
くそ。だがなぜ
Anyway,
だ。
that's the fight. That's the fight. They didn't include the part where Kurapika heals his arm with a healing thumb, but whatever. 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 It's fine. Whatever. Anyway. Anyway.
Hello, Sinner.
Hello, Sinner. Thank you for the follow. Depressed Zionist. Thank you for the follow. Holy shit. Emperor Time is so busted, it's actually unfair. Yeah, that's why they had to nerf it by him, like, killing himself. They threw that in the latest arc, where every second he remains in Emperor Time, 1 second in Emperor Time is 1 hour off of his life.
I love it.
Ooh.
And you know.
You guys want to watch DSP? You guys love DSP. Let's see what he's up to this time. Let's see what he's up to today.
It's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house
No.
over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with. That's the worst feeling.
It's time to begin. Now, guys, before we begin, last night, we did not have a good night.
Oh.
Last night, I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4, and although there was a good amount of attendance and engagement, the support was awful. All right? I don't want to have 2 bad nights in a row. We have, you know, this game, it's a horror game.
We don't
you
want to
said
have
to
2 bad
move this
nights
to
in a
night
row.
streams, you would like it more. You did. We played this on Sunday night. You guys liked it a lot. Let's keep that going tonight.
We don't want to have
Let's
2
hit
bad
that goal
nights
tonight.
in a row,
Let's
chat.
enjoy a nice horror game during the holiday horror season, excuse me. Let's enjoy Tormented Souls 2 together, and let's make it a fun night, all right? Cool. Here we go.
Okay.
A plus B, B plus C, A plus C. The fuck does that mean? Huh? I don't know what the fuck we're doing. What color are we going for? Am I supposed to know? I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Have a good night,
Wow, that
good
was
night.
really a good hint, wasn't it?
Good night.
No
I'm
fucking
on
clue.
chip. Sorry, guys. You guys
Well,
love
this is
DSP. You
pretty
guys
moronic.
always love DSP.
You have no clue what you're trying to do. What am I supposed to make it a certain color? Am I supposed to make it all the same color?
Well,
I have
that's
no
what you
idea.
have to figure out, my
the game's
guy.
fucking stupid.
The game's
So
stupid,
it's
guys. The
puzzle
game's
boss.
fucking stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know my opinion on puzzle bosses. I hate them.
No, I don't know what the fuck. There's no way to know what to do besides fucking around. Just keep fucking around until you just
His
solve the
last
puzzle
words
or
to
look
the
it up
audience
online.
were, "Uno,
Wow.
dos."
What is it with
And then
modern
he
horror games having
disappeared
shitty
without a
fucking
trace.
puzzles? Silent
Wow.
11, now this, both awful.
Wow.
Chronos was good. The Chronos puzzles were good. This is just fucking ass. No, there's no colors to associate with letters. The fucking thing says that it's 2 of them becomes a color. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. You tell me.
I want to figure out. Do you guys think we can figure out? A plus B equals green. So do you think A and B need to be green? B and C need to be orange. And A and C need to be purple. And then something would
Doesn't
happen,
mean
I
anything.
imagine.
It literally doesn't mean anything. Here, A plus...
What nun type would be a DSP? It pains me to imagine that even somebody like DSP would have a nun type. I don't think he could ever unlock his
becomes
aura.
green. B plus C...
DSP is like the Tompa specialist. He's like, yeah, DSP is a specialist. This feels like the Tampa of like real life.
Becomes orange. A plus C is blue or purple. It's actually purple. Doesn't mean anything. It could all be worth any number you want. Seriously. It could all literally be worth any number you possibly want. It's so dumb. Like, let's act like these are real numbers.
Okay.
Let's say A is 1, B is 2,
Okay.
and C is 3.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay? So 1 plus 2 is 3.
I don't know what this guy's talking
1
about.
plus 3 is 4. Or 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 5... No. 1 plus...
What the fuck is he talking about?
What a fucking idiot.
What did I say? I already fucking lost track. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. So A plus B, that's 3. Okay? 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay? That doesn't even mean anything.
Oh, it's just blue, yellow, red?
None of this...
Is this just like complementary colors? So like A and C, if A and C is purple, then that would be like red and blue, right? So like red and blue would be A and C. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes like perfect sense. And then like whatever makes green. So like A and B make green. So if we know A and C. Okay, so like if we know purple is like blue and red, right? Or red and blue, we can assume that like, oh, I guess it would be, if green, A is probably blue. A is probably blue, right? Because you need blue to make green? Do you need blue to make green? You don't need blue to make green, do you? Do you? What makes green? Or does anything make green? No, green is like a complementary color. Isn't it? Blue and yellow. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, so then A is blue. A is blue and B is yellow. And then if B is yellow, that makes C red. Oh yeah, this makes perfect sense. No, this makes perfect sense. Okay, so A is, yeah, A is blue, B is yellow, and C is red.
Means anything. Literally, this doesn't mean anything at all. What the fuck am I trying to do? So then what is A? A can't be 1 because two things together have to become A. So let's add it up one then. Let's say that A
The boss is so
is
smart.
3,
Wow, I'm not
B
the leader of
is
the Yakuza
4,
for nothing, you know?
and
I
C
run my
is
own
5.
syndicate out here.
Let's do that. And hold on, let me get a piece of paper.
Like, you are fucking stupid. Alright?
The thing is, how many colors
Did we literally just solve this puzzle in like 30 seconds?
are there? These are 3 colors. And we know that none of these are representative of a single letter. So there's red, orange, yellow, green,
and blue, and
purple. There's 6 colors. That means there have to be at least 2 values lower than whatever A is worth. So let's say...
Dude, I didn't even have to look at this to figure this out.
Red is 1. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna write it down like this. Red is 1.
on to nothing.
Orange is 2.
Oh, I think he figured it out. He's figuring it out.
3.
I don't know where the
Green
numbers
is
are coming in,
4.
but he's figuring it
Blue
out.
is 5. Purple is 6. And that's it. Those are all 6 colors that are available.
What a complete idiot.
Why is he assigning
What
numbers
a
to that?
fucking idiot.
Green we don't have. We're saying green is 4. So green has to be 2 values added together, right, to become 4. So if it's A plus B, then A could be red, which could be 1, and then B...
Excuse me? You say red is green? Green is red?
could be yellow, which is 3.
Phil.
B plus C, well, we don't know what value C is yet. We have no idea. So B plus C...
Phil, what 2 colors make purple? I just started from the easiest one, right? Like, we just go from purple, right? You know, as long as you know at least one of them, you can figure out the rest. Or I guess at least 2.
B is 3, so then what is C? Which would make it blue, but that's not correct. It's orange. It says, so then B have to be 1, but then C would have to be 1. This is
what? What?
All right, you know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna give them numerical values. We're just gonna use primary colors. Okay?
Yeah, no shit.
Here's what we're gonna do.
What?
How do you make orange, yellow, and red?
He looked it up. So his chat told him, right? Oh, his chat gave him the answers. His chat just told him.
colors, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. How do you make orange, yellow, and red, right? So...
Thank you, Yoki, for the $10 donation. You going to bed?
YoKD donated $10. Hug. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Chat
good
call
night,
Tiger
good night.
cute and appreciation.
Yeah, call me cute and appreciate me. Also, Noxie, what are you doing up anyway?
B is either yellow or red, and C is either yellow or red. We just don't know which one, okay? A plus B, all right? How do you make green? Well, we know B is yellow or red. C is yellow or red. Well, yellow, what do you add? Is it blue and yellow makes green? It is, isn't it? Blue and yellow makes green.
No shit, Sherlock.
So that would mean that blue is yellow. Excuse me, B is yellow. B is yellow.
Yeah, I think B is yellow, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A is blue, and C then would have to be red. Yeah. And then
yeah,
A and
his
C,
chat gave him the
so that would
fucking
be
answer.
blue and red makes purple.
Dude.
That's correct. I just solved it. It was a primary colors puzzle. So A
I just solved it. I just solved it, guys.
I'm not gonna give him numerical value. B have to be 1, but then C would have to be 1.
I just solved it. He's clearly reading the chat. You're clearly like just.
All right, you know what?
Dude, come on. You clearly just read something.
Fuck it. We're not gonna give him numerical values. We're just gonna use primary colors.
Hello,
okay?
sinner.
Here's what we're gonna do. How do you make orange, yellow, and red? Right? So B is either yellow or red, and C is either yellow or red. We just don't know which one. Okay. A plus B. All right. How do you make green? Well, we know B is yellow or red. C is yellow or red. Well, yellow, what do you add? Is it blue and yellow makes green? It is, isn't it? Blue and yellow makes green. Everyone was using their highlighted map. It was a colors puzzle. It had nothing to do with numerical values at all. A is blue.
Well, no one said it had
C
anything to do with numerical
then would
values.
have to be red. Yeah. And then A and C, so that would be blue and red.
I
makes
don't know where he got the idea of numerical values into his fucking head.
That's correct. I just solved it. It was a primary colors puzzle. So A is blue. B is yellow.
I believe he believes he solved that. I believe he believes he did. I think he saw the message in chat and then was like,
sinner.
Oh, and then went to go solve it himself and then convinced himself that he solved it because he like showed his work. But I do think the answer was given to him.
Hello. And C is red.
Hello, sinner.
I just solved it.
Yep. So we solved it. It was a colors puzzle. It had nothing to do with numerical values at all. You had to know how to mix colors to make other colors.
Yeah.
So that's weird. I don't think I've ever done a puzzle in a survival horror game that made you have to learn to do color mixing. So at first I was going to say this puzzle sucks. Actually, I think it might be one of the better puzzles.
At first, when I couldn't solve it, I was ready to say it sucked. But after I solved it, actually, I think it's really good. How many other puzzles, how many other things have you said sucked because you weren't good at it?
I've ever done in a survival horror game.
You liar, you. I'm good at lying.
Guys, I do have to use the restroom quickly. I'll be right back in a minute. If you're enjoying tonight's survival horror fun with Tormented Souls 2, please support the stream.
You know what the problem is? That was such an easy puzzle because, like, I solved it in 3 seconds. And I'm not good at puzzles at all. And that's why he liked it, though. That's why he liked it, because it was such an easy puzzle. In retrospect, it was such an easy puzzle, and I think he just, like, I think it literally just tickles the autism in his brain.
We're at 42 bucks of support out of the 150 goal. Last night, we did not hit the goal for the
genuinely believe
tonight, we got an hour left.
He believes he solved that puzzle
really slow
himself.
for support here for Tormented Souls 2. I don't want to make it a pattern out that night streams aren't doing well. I don't know what's going on. Night streams had been doing very well for a while. And remember, I moved this game from day streams to night streams because you guys said you wanted survival horror at night. So please support the stream right now. I can tell you, we got a whole bunch of super chats. We got 1 or 2 subs over on Kick, but not much. It'd be great to get some support from Kick tonight.
I probably
Last night,
solved it in
everyone
20
was using their
seconds on
highlighted
accident
messages
just by
and no one
testing the
supported the
machine.
stream.
Yeah.
All right, I added those back for you guys as a favor so you guys could have your messages again.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm back. So,
DSP should set up so like text chat can scroll across the screen like I've got, you know?
All right, let's get to shoutouts.
Who even is this guy? What's he doing?
There's nothing to shout out. Come on.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, he does this like thing where like, so this is the way DSP, I don't know if you guys would ever want me to do it like this way. This seems such like a backwards fucking way to do it. But he'll like just ignore contributions to his stream while he's playing the game. And then shout them out all at once. And maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Is that like would that make watching me play games like more interesting to you guys if I just like turned all contributions off and then shouted them all out at like every half-hour mark? Does that sound fun? I feel like, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess if you're there for the gameplay, like, at least you get that uninterrupted gameplay experience and it makes the VOD better for like uploading to YouTube. But as an like if you're Twitch streaming, right? That's your main form of interaction. You kind of just want people to engage with you in the moment and respond to it in the moment, you know? The big streamers do contribution at the end, but I like hearing them. Yeah, me too. And by the big streamers, you mean like HoloLive, right? We're talking like idol streamers, like VTubers. I know VTubers all do just do everything at the end.
All right, let's get to shoutouts.
I think sitting here in silence, knowing there's nothing to shout out, is definitely obnoxious.
There's nothing to shout out. Come on. That was the cue. Come on. That was the cue. Do I really need to spell it out for you? Come on. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's continue. Hopefully we will get more support tonight.
What the fuck? This is so autistic. That is maybe the most autistic thing I've ever witnessed in my life. With all due respect.
Hey, we're only at 42. We have about an hour left. Let's go.
Jesus Christ,
right.
You know? Yeah, bro's waiting for donations.
I love it.
Okay.
I used to be a lizard, then I took a shelf and became a screen. Whatever you say. Thanks for 420. All right. In fact, guys, you can believe it. That was our first tip of the night. That's literally our first tip of the night. So pretty much all support has been coming in via super chats because we had almost nothing on the kick side and almost no tips at all. So that's why we're at $59 of support.
Okay, I'm not very good at math, guys. I'm not very good at math. Okay. But if you're at $59 of support, and this was the first tip of the night, but the tip was only $4.20.
Super chats.
Am I crazy?
Because we had almost nothing on the kick side and almost no tips at all. So that's why we're
I guess he could be counting it from other revenue sources.
Let's get some momentum.
Imagine, I'm gonna start nickel and diming you guys this hard, right? I'm gonna start like, all right, guys, we got 5 subs tonight, and somebody did buy a sticker from my sticker shop. We got a $10 donation from YoKD. We're missing some bits. I'm noticing a distinct lack of bits from the Twitch chat here. Can we? Like, what's really going on, guys? Let's get some bits, okay? Like, everything else was nice, but let's get some bits, all right? We're missing some bits.
Let's actually pick it up. Let's get some other support other than just the super chats that are kind of trickling in.
Oh, he's getting super chats. What a fucking pussy.
Can we get support? Because this is it. We're in the last 20 minutes of the stream, guys. So support would be very appreciated. So we don't end the stream at $50 for 2 nights in a row. That would really suck if 2 nights in a row for some reason the late stream is really slow. I know it's funny that we get insults and kinds of stuff from Kick, but we get no subs and no legit support, so I don't know what's going on.
I would donate more if I was consistently pestered about donating, TBH. Would you? Because I can start doing that. Like, if that's, you know, yeah, I could do that.
2 nights in a row, you tell me I'm not going to get any support from Kick, huh?
Nope.
2 nights in a row. Yeah, your future stepdad did a sub at the beginning of the stream, and that was it.
Wait, he's getting mad at the Kick viewers for not giving him any money? Could you imagine? Oh, Twitter, the Twitter viewers are a bunch of fucking freeloaders, guys. You guys have the support's been all right on Twitch, but the Twitter viewers need to step it up. Guys, it's only 4 in the morning. It's only 5 in the morning. Could you get on it? Where's my Twitter support?
Serious, take a look at this leaderboard right now, okay? 1 sub from your future stepdad, okay? We had 1 or 2 people who did 100 kicks. That's it. So literally on Kick tonight, I made less than $10. So what am I streaming over there for? People used to be supportive over there. Now it's like they just want to fucking troll. And like I said, I think turning on those messages for moral support was actually a legit mistake. Because now people are just going to do that and joke around and laugh that they're not supporting. So I'm just going to turn it off. If people were actually still supporting...
Wait, he turned on moral support, like, you know, oh wait, you guys know how you can send messages with like your salmon on our community, like you can highlight a message, for example. He got mad that people were highlighting messages with like their point system, basically. He got mad they were highlighting messages with their point system instead of donating to make him see the messages. So he's turning it off. What the fuck? That's like just a part of, oh my god.
Over there, maybe I would be like, I don't care, but now I'm actually pissed. Because you guys think it's a fucking joke. No, it's not a joke. I gave you something nice that you said you wanted, and then you actually took stuff away from me. So that's fucked.
Not donating to you isn't taking things away from you, Phil.
In particular, I don't know why you guys... Okay, why are you laughing? Laughing my ass off. Laughing out loud. Why are you laughing? I'm just going to stop the fucking stream right now. What are you laughing at? Let's hear what's so hilarious. I'm being honest with you guys. And people want to say, oh, I'm laughing my ass off. What's so fucking funny? I would like an answer. Because if you think that me being honest with you is funny, that's fucked up. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, if all I get this weekend are memberships, I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off.
Hello,
you're gonna laugh?
sinner.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, real funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off. You're 1 day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right?
All right, guys, so we're in the finale of the stream, last 15 or 20 minutes. Let's get some support right now.
Wow.
Let's get an actual freaking rally. Let's get some kicks, let's get some subs, let's get some super chats, let's get some tips, and let's get your memberships right now.
Let's get some tips, let's get some subs, let's get some super chats, let's get some subs, and let's get some tips.
Because I'm not gonna have 2 nights. You motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me. Look at this. Alrighty, well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed. I like it, but it seems like with you guys, it's very hit or miss. Like, the first stream didn't do well, the last stream did well, and now this one, again, hasn't done well. So, I think that...
You're not gonna make $150 every night, man. That's just the nature of streaming. Like, that's just the nature of the beast.
Back. The first stream did do well, but it was like last minute someone came by. Last stream actually did very well. This one, obviously, no. So, it is what it is. And I'll say this distinctly, I said it before and I'll say it again, there's almost no support on Kick right now. And I don't know why, that's 2 nights in a row where we had literally 1 sub, maybe 500 kicks all night, so like $10 from Kick. You realize you guys are a third of my audience, right? $10 is not equivalent to you being a third of my audience. You know, the YouTube side...
$10 is not equivalent of being a third of my audience. I have 1.3k people who have joined my stream on Twitter, Phil. Like, I'm not entitled to 1.3k dollars.
There was a lot of super chats tonight. A lot. Kick side. So what's going on over there? Because there used to be people who were supporting. Where did you go? Yeah, again, I gave you the messages. So you know what? All set. I fixed my error. No more messages for moral support because you guys are abusing the moral support system, thinking that's funny, joking about it, and saying, oh yeah, moral support, and then no one supports. So you get nothing now.
But I am not the Hitler of gaming. What a stupid question. All right, enough of this idiot.
I was nice to you. I was nice enough to you to give you something extra that you wanted, and then you took away. That's not how life works. You don't... You're supposed to reciprocate when someone does something nice for you. You're not supposed to now be a dick and try to troll. So now I took it away and you're not going to get it back. Maybe if we start getting consistent Kick support again, like we had, then maybe I'll give you the messages back.
OTK.
Let's see what happens. Because right now, you've done absolutely nothing to earn my trust or get those messages.
The SS of
So now we
gaming.
at least got to like 70 of support, which I appreciate. Thank you so much. If the Kick viewers had supported tonight, we would have hit the goal. Seriously.
EA
'Cause
technically.
the vast majority of support
fair.
that we had tonight was all YouTube side. Tons of super chats and one tip, but tons of super chats. And then Kick had one sub, and maybe like I said, probably were at this point like 700 kicks, and that was it. Kick used to be supportive, so I don't know what's up with you guys. I really don't. I don't know what's up with you guys. You know, I was actually nice. And again, this is me being real with you. I was nice to you. Because you guys were asking for days and days. You said, the moral support has been fixed. Can we start doing messages again in moral support? And I said, I'll do that for you. Why not? And I even did it on the fly in the middle of a stream. I didn't have to do that. I turned on all these messages for you, and you guys started using them. And the moment I turned them on, all of a sudden, all the real support dries up. Well, that's not how fucking life works. That's
What do you mean that's not how life works? What the fuck are you talking about? That's exactly how life works.
It's not how it works at all. It's, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You ask for something, I'll give it to you, but then you got to continue to support what I'm doing. Now,
all because they were putting, like, what were they doing exactly? Highlighting? They were just highlighting messages, right?
Hello, Sinner.
I mean, that is the equivalent of what it just disabled. This would be like me saying you can't highlight messages anymore because you guys aren't paying to have them, like, insane.
oh, so now we have pop-ups without having to contribute, so now we stop contributing? That's not how it works.
Okay, what a disgusting asshole.
It appears that was how it worked. It appears that was how it was working.
All right, so like I said in the end of the video there, I'm not giving up on Tormented Souls 2. The first 2 streams, we did actually hit support goals for the game.
Also, thank you for the
so I'm not
follow,
going to be like, oh no,
and cool, thank you for
that's
the
the end of the
200
playthrough or anything like that. And quite
Oh,
frankly,
yeah.
we already are about halfway into it.
He doesn't
and I do
read
like
free
it.
messages.
I am enjoying
I
the
see.
game.
He doesn't
so I
read
wanna
free
keep going with it,
messages.
all right? But if we have another stream where we're
Could you
not getting
imagine
close
if
to
I
hitting
did
the goal,
that?
then I got to question it. You know, Ninja Gaiden 4 last night was pretty bad. I don't know. On that one, I'm already kind of...
Could you imagine if this is how I streamed? Like, would you not, like, fucking kill yourself? Like, would you not just stop watching my streams? It's a miracle this man is found, like, without the hate watchers, I don't think anybody would watch this guy. Why do people even watch him? I think most people hate watch him, I think. And then I think you get, like, a small, tiny population of, like, really dedicated whales. But honestly, it's really hard to tell how many real viewers this guy has and how many people are just hate watching him. I want to say, like, if I had to guess, there might be, like, 30 real people, 30 real viewers. There might be 30 real viewers who watch this dude. I genuinely don't know.
questioning, and people were saying, yeah, try other games then do Outer Worlds 2 or something, you know what I'm saying? But in regards to this one made sense. It's part of the season. So
I don't get why he acts so high and mighty. I think he needs to. I think for the, like, few whales who actually watch him, he needs to exude this, like, untouchable confidence in everything he does. And that appeals to, like, a very particular kind of person, I think. You know? Maybe. I don't know, man.
I don't know. But then we have streams that are overwhelmingly positive, like Pokemon. Earlier today.
He's not appealing to, like, anyone with, like, a working frontal lobe isn't watching this guy genuinely. I don't think. Like, you gotta be a little... Oh, what's the nicest way to say this? You gotta... Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know how to word this without getting in trouble. Yeah.
And with Silk Song, great amount of support. In fact, we
Special.
exceeded a goal.
You gotta be very special.
So I don't know what to say about it. I really don't. It's just not predictable anymore. This person did a $2 super chat and says, at least Wings doesn't act like you have tonight. Yeah, and then Wings has like $10 streams, dude. He sits there playing a game. No one's paying attention. No one cares. And then he says, well, I'm not making enough.
A little overcooked.
Well, yeah, you're not making enough because you're playing Battlefield, which no one wants to see.
Pasta.
What do you want me to do? Sorry, I'm a businessman. You know, I am. I'm an entertainer, I'm a gamer, and I'm a businessman.
Sorry.
And I'm good at it.
But the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with.
This is the yellow lines guy, yeah.
You know, I'm definitely good at it, or else I wouldn't be doing as well as I am.
Oh.
That's why I'm frustrated when we have nights when we don't hit the goal. That's why I'm frustrated when we have
Wait, what do you mean? So I wouldn't be...
2 nights we don't...
Let me listen to that again.
You know, I'm definitely good at it, or else I wouldn't...
Guys, he's good at it. That's why he gets frustrated when he fails. Because he is good at being a business... I don't know, like, how are you good at it then if you're, like, having nights where you miss? Or could it be that it's random and you shouldn't, like...
be doing as well as I am.
Any stock
That's
in
why
that.
I'm frustrated when we have nights when we don't hit the goal. That's why I'm frustrated when we have 2 nights we don't hit a goal, and when I gave these people something extra. So too bad.
What do you mean by these people? What do you mean these people? Sorry, what are you saying to me? How dare, like, let me just quote this fucking dude. How dare we have 2 nights where we didn't hit the goal because I gave you highlighted messages on Kick. How dare you not support me? What a fucking guy. Yeah, that logic is just insane. Just insane. Just insane. People who don't donate are lower caste. So true. So true.
Jade, it's good to see you here tonight. Jade, I know he says he's just saying
my
hello
God.
and he's going to take off. I know we'll see you tomorrow for Mortal Kombat all day, right? Retro Mortal Kombat should be pretty fun. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Disgusting. All right, so everyone, good evening. Now there's a lot more people on stream. I'll give you a little bit of an intro here. We've got
How
about
come
10
you're
minutes
not
left. We'll
worshipping
build up
me?
attendance before we begin with the game. Tonight is the continuation of Tormented
This guy's
Souls
insane.
2.
This
Man,
guy's
this is the
fucking
perfect time
crazy.
for this game in the middle of Halloween week. It's a great night for horror.
For horror?
We actually played this on Sunday night, and
It's
it
a
worked
great
well.
night for
People
horror?
really liked it as a late night stream, so I hope that you guys are here for horror. You're here for the right vibe.
Horror?
Right? We're in the dark right now. It's 7:30, but it's like pitch black outside. Perfect for this. So I'm
I'm in the
excited. I hope
vibe.
you are
I'm
too.
vibing.
And if you are here and you're excited for horror, please support
Horror?
the stream tonight in whatever way you can.
Hello,
if you're on
sinner.
Kick, dropping a sub, sending me some kicks. Amazing.
Banana Man!
On YouTube.
Banana
a super chat,
Man!
or a
Thank you
drop
for
a
the
membership.
follow.
Perfect. Or it doesn't matter where you are, you can tip using my PayPal link. Please consider
Are you
contributing
gonna
tonight.
horror or
We are at
Balatro?
4 out of
I'm
10
not gonna
goals hit.
either.
Absolutely great. Thank you so
Horror?
much for your support over the last several weeks. This month in general has been a really great month for support. It has been. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank
Yeah,
you so
you gotta
very
finish
much.
a horror game
Let's
this
keep
year.
that momentum going.
I was thinking for Halloween I would play
Here
some
tonight.
Corpse Party, but I don't know.
If we hit the goal tonight, we'll be at halfway
Can
to our
you
next DSP Tries It, which is going to
Oh,
be
wait.
the American Thanksgiving
Tomorrow's
sub.
Halloween! Holy shit.
We're ready to go for
Wow.
Thanksgiving sandwiches
Halloween's
from
almost
Firehouse.
already over, dude.
When we
That's
hit
so
10
sad.
goals.
Hello,
All right?
sinner.
Hello, Sinner.
So, let's go. Let's hit some goals. Let's hit some support tonight. Who's going to be the first
How
super chat of the
about
night?
the Endbringer?
Who's going to be the first tip of the night?
Whoa!
I take it back. Maybe this it was the first super chat of the night. My fault. I got a little ahead of myself there. Who's going to be the second super chatter? Who's going to be the first tip? Who's going to be the
What the
first?
fuck?
The Nomad 9000 gifted 10 subscriptions.
Whoa! Thank you for the 10-1 gift subs. Holy shit. The Nomad. Thank you so much. That's fucking crazy. You're crazy. We need to go back though.
First
Did
sub.
you guys hear
Let's
that?
go. Let's hit some goals. Let's hit some support tonight. Who's going to be the first super chat of the night? Who's going to be the first tip of the night? Well, I take it back. Maybe this it was the first super chat of the night. My fault. I got a little ahead of myself there. Who's going to be the second super chatter? Who's going to be the first tip? Who's going to be the first sub over?
What is the point? What is the point of being like, who's gonna be the first this? Who's gonna be the first this? If upon getting the first, you're just immediately like, who's gonna be the second? That would be like me going, who's gonna be the first 521 gift subs? Oh, it was you. Ah, well, who's gonna be? It's like immediately getting gifted 10 subs by the Nomad here, and then saying, oh, all right, guys, who's gonna be the second person to gift 10 subs tonight? Who's gonna be number 2? Number 1 was pretty cool, but who's gonna be the second person to do it?
We're on Kit. Who is going
It's just such a fucking like spit in the face, is it not? To just constantly be thinking of like the next gift, the next whatever, and just immediately dismissing the first.
to send some kicks right now? Who's going to get a kick in on Kick right now? Let's go.
Hello, Sinner.
Right now.
Kicks.
Let's go.
I'll
Loopy
get you on the
VT, thank you for
leaderboard,
the
but we're up to
follow.
$9 of support right now and climbing. Thank you so much. Oh, there was another 100 kicks, right? We're at $10 of support. Let's go.
Woo!
Let's get our first tip of the night. Let's get...
Will we be watching the Mugen video about the 1,000 page Google Docy? I don't think so. No, I don't care that much. Also, I don't imagine, like, Mugen was kind of, like, making statements about the entire Google Doc before he had even, like, verifiably read it, so I feel like he's probably, I don't know. Not that it's necessarily wrong, but, like, whenever I see somebody just dismiss something outright when it's literally their job to read it, regardless of, like, whether or not they would have ended up agreeing with, you know, their initial take, you know? If you make up your mind before you even, like, read the evidence, I don't think you're a very reliable source for this kind of stuff, so I'm not gonna watch him.
Our first sub.
To be fair, he did read it, yeah, but he dismissed it before even reading it, so it's like, by the time he does read it, you probably go in with a chip on your shoulder, and it's like, whatever you're saying is probably gonna be biased by that point.
Let's get some support on the stream. Let's get it rallied.
Not even necessarily that he's wrong, because he might be right.
Excuse me. Okay.
He might be right.
Are we ready?
But like, you know, I have a thing about that. You know, I don't know. I think it's the morally correct thing to do to always hear everybody out. I guess, as long as there's like sufficient evidence.
To begin with Tormented Souls 2, my friends?
Not always, but
are we good?
You know,
Have
sometimes.
we settled in enough? Well, you know
More
what?
often than not.
A $10 super chat. Thank you. You know what? For that. Appreciate that. Now we're at $27 of support. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we are. So. Okay. It's time to begin. Now, guys, before we begin, last night, we did not have a good night. Last night, I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4, and although there was a good amount of attendance and engagement, the support was awful. All right? I don't want to have 2 bad nights in a row. We have, you know, this game, it's a horror game. You said to move this to night streams, you would like it more. You did. We played this on Sunday night. You guys liked it a lot.
Top tier mugshot.
Let's keep that going.
I would love to see a DSP mugshot. Not that I literally want him to go to jail, but like I would just love to see what a DSP mugshot would look like.
Let's enjoy
It'd be really
a nice
fucking
horror
funny.
game during the holiday horror season. Excuse me. Let's enjoy Tormented Souls 2 together, and let's make it a fun night. All right? Cool. Here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Tormented Souls 2. So I'm wondering, right? We shall see. See how it goes tonight. Okay, sorry. Chat's messed up. Stop doing this. Stop it. Stupid thing. Okay, let's go check out the town.
Tax evasion. DSP's 12 bad nights.
Tier 100, he's probably committing tax fraud and also stealing from the orphans.
Here tonight, you've already got like 10 of them, 20 of them banned.
I don't think you guys can
So if
say
you can
that.
help me out by taking an eye on chat mods, I'd appreciate that. Okay.
Chat, I'll have you know I'm
We're
committing tax fraud and stealing
Okay.
from the orphans.
What's wrong? Kickbot's not working? Yeah, it looks like Kickbot's not working. I don't know. It definitely looked like Kickbot's not working all of a sudden. And Kickbot is in the chat, right? Maybe let's make sure it didn't time out. Hold on.
Nothing. I knew it.
Sometimes
I
Kickbot
knew
times
it.
out. No. I'm looking and it's saying it's in the chat. Yeah.
Well, I've been deep in the sleeplessness. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm signed in. It's in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It must just be some glitch going on tonight. It's all screwed up. Oh well. We have the other bot, but I never set it up. I don't know what's actually possible to do with the other bot. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Here we go. No, I'm actually not super sleepy tonight. I'm good. I was actually very sleepy yesterday, but today I actually got a good sleep. I did. Jasper Kitty did not wake up early because my wife didn't have to go to work this morning.
Wish I could get a good
Jasper Kitty
sleep.
slept in with us to the normal time. I woke up.
Wait a minute. Wait. Why is he blaming Jasper Kitty? Is he not basically blaming his wife here for why he doesn't usually get good sleep? My wife didn't have to go to work, and therefore my cat didn't get up, and therefore the cat didn't wake me up. okay, like I feel like he's low-key blaming his wife. I don't know, man. Or like, not that he's literally doing it here. I think he's being polite here, but I think he thinks. I think that was a bit of a Freudian slip, I guess, you know? Because like, why would the wife be relevant? You know? Him married? Yeah, this guy's married, chat. This guy's married.
Felt refreshed. You didn't notice today for Silk Song. I was refreshed. I was alert. It was good to go.
His wife weighs like 400 pounds now.
I had like a series of days where I wasn't getting good sleep.
How the fuck do y'all not know he has a wife? I guess like I wouldn't assume he has a wife either.
He's in here.
That just shows how like I think like knowledge that he has a wife is like insider knowledge, you know?
Oh look, there was like a martial arts.
If DSP can get a wife, I can get a wife, dude. I can get a wife.
Oh shit.
DSP being married is the one thing giving me hope. I'm not gonna lie.
Cobra Kai here in the mall. All right, guess we go this way. That's right. Strike first. Strike hard. No mercy. Show no mercy. Wait, Back to the Future. What the hell? It says Back in Time rather than Back to the Future, but it's obviously Back to the Future. It's the same style of logo. It's the same orangish vest. He's even holding the hoverboard. Look at that. We're gonna get back in time. Okay, with a £5 super chat, that's around 6 and change American. So let's add.
You talked like 10 minutes ago about not getting to do shit with his family / wife and kids if people didn't sub or whatever.
If you are enjoying survival horror vibes tonight on DSP
he only takes
Gaming,
one day off a week though, is the thing. He does 2 streams a day. During like he'll go live at like I think it's like 1. He'll go live at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then he'll go live again at like 9. He'll stream from 1 to 7 and then go live again at 10 to 9. Every single day. He takes 1 day off a week and it's Saturday. Don't ask me why I know that. Don't ask me why I know that. Okay, but just trust me. Like, that's insane. That is like an insane stream schedule.
Some way. Let's hit the goal tonight. We actually hit it
and
last time.
I think it's his consistency that
again.
like gets autistic people kind of like, I love schedule. People love schedules, okay? That's why he probably has so many like autistic detractor haters as well, who are like willing to hate watch him. Because he does have
really
such like a rigid schedule, which makes him appealing to autistic people who are just haters.
What do I do? It seems like I'm in a dead end.
I will say, like, the line between detractor and lolcow is very thin. A lot of people who hate on this guy, they're like on the verge of just being borderline like lolcows themselves.
What am I supposed to do? How do I turn the power on? Seems like we're doing a whole lot of exploring. We're not really getting anywhere. We're not really finding anything of any use or anything, so what's the point of all of this? Not according to the map. According to the map, I've done everything so far. See that? Apparently there's a save room coming up in the hair salon. There's also an amusement arcade. That's cool. But according to this, I've done everything. There's
Oh, I just saw Mugen actually did drop a video on the fucking Cinder Dog. 5 hours and 53 minutes? 5 hours and 53 minutes on this video? This is more offensive than, like, the Google Doc. This is more offensive. This is, like, it would take longer to watch the video than it would to just read the Google Doc at that point.
no door here. This is where they want me to go to continue.
It's crazy.
It's Ryu and Ken.
Don't you watch this guy
There's
like literally
totally a
daily?
mural of Ryu and Ken on the back of the arcade. That's cool.
How's it going? What are you doing up so late?
This
it's
door?
Like 5 in the morning. Ryu.
Door unlocked.
Fuck.
Where does this go?
So I can turn off your model. I'm trying to imagine I'm on a date with Phil. Okay. Sorry, let me get out of the way.
Oh, it's a shortcut back to the start. Okay.
Should I stop talking to you? Is that gonna
any money to play.
ruin the immersion for you if I'm talking
None of them have
as well?
like some money in the return slot or anything. Nope. So I guess we have to go find money somewhere else. We have to outrun a bunch of fucking pigs.
Such a good Omega. What the fuck?
Great. I love you, East comrade. All right. Okay.
All right. Did you enjoy your date with Phil? You enjoy your Phil date?
Why is she targeting the wrong guy?
This game looks good, by the way.
This
game looks really fun.
There was nothing I could do about it.
Oh, there's nothing I could do. That's Phil's catchphrase. There's nothing I can do. He should put that on a shirt.
She targeted the guy who was already dead instead of the guy
He's
who was
such a
alive
pussy,
in
though.
front of me.
Phil's merch sucks. Like, I don't know. He's so unwilling to embrace, like, any of the memes that he's known for. he like once a detractor, like once a hater of his like starts saying it, he'll just like distance himself from it completely. Even if it's something he said, right? Like he is, it makes him so unwilling to stand by anything he's ever done. Like he just can't stand by it. He's constantly changing. He's in a constant state of like, man, I hated who I was 2 months ago, to kind of gaslight his audience into thinking that he's like growing, but he never grows. He never grows. He just does it as a way to be like, I'm not that guy anymore, you know? Like I work out now. And it's like, okay, but like 2 months ago when you weren't working out, you were saying that you looked fine, that you don't need to work out. He's just constantly contradicting himself.
Of wasting ammo and getting hurt because of it. Wow, great gameplay mechanics there. We only had 5 bullets.
I'm not an Omega.
Well,
what is an Omega?
Okay,
maybe an
A
Omega.
plus
That
B,
sounds pretty
B
cool.
plus C, A plus C.
Ryohi. Okay, Ryohi. Can you figure out this puzzle? Can you figure out this puzzle faster than DSP? I'll let it play.
What the fuck does that mean?
You're being timed.
Huh? I don't know what the fuck we're doing. What color are we going for? Am I supposed to know?
Rare Omega male. Is it better than Alpha? Dude, what the fuck is an Omega male?
What
the fuck is an Omega male? Why am I an Omega male? Okay, we're not watching this. I just realized I don't want to watch this. I just realized I'd literally rather die. Okay. Every once in a while, I snap back to reality and I'm like, why am I watching this guy? Why am I fucking watching this guy? I hate this guy. Whoop, there goes gravity. Chat, should we teach Taiga about the Omegaverse? That's your Oshi, little bro? That is not my Oshi. Ugh. I get hate watching though. Okay, hate watching makes perfect sense when you think about it. Cause like, I don't even consider it hate watching really. Imagine going to like a circus to see like, I don't know, a bunch of freaks. Imagine going to a circus just to like see a bunch of freaks at the circus, you know, like the bearded lady and like the 500-pound lady. That's awful, Taiga. Well, that's humanity, okay? That's just what people do. It's just what people do. Sometimes you just want to watch the show, you know? I'd be depressed. Well, obviously, anybody would be depressed. Certified freak 7 days a week. Hating is a waste of time. Sure, guys, sure. You guys don't hate anybody, right? You're perfect. You're all perfect beings, free of hate and malice, aren't you? Uh-huh. Watching something you dislike gives you insight into yourself. Exactly. Exactly. But also, think of it like... Okay. Chat, I need you guys to understand, like, in the same way it's fun to watch somebody be good at video games, it's also fun to watch someone be really, really, really bad at video games and blame the game. It's kind of really fun. Have you considered it's two sides of the same coin, you know? If you would watch someone you like play video games, why would you not watch somebody you like be bad at video games, you know? It doesn't even have to be a hey watch thing. It could just be like, I love watching this guy rage while he loses. It just makes sense when I explain it that way. It makes sense when you explain it that way, right? It's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's like watching car crash compilations. You know? It's like, damn, you keep fucking up. That's crazy. How's it gonna fuck up next? That's crazy. You get it? You get it? Don't I would never diss car crash compilations. Chat, I love Roblox. I love Roblox car crash compilations. Do you guys want to watch Roblox car crash compilations? Here. Here, you're welcome. Oh! Oh my god. Oh! That one was crazy! Who's at fault?
Really odd. Lending clubs are news like ours as millennials troubles began with a recession. When you start at a bit of a
Jesus Christ!
Again, do not hang up.
Oh! Oh my god. Jeez! Oh my god, is everyone okay? They're fucking dead. This is awesome. Isn't this the best? I enjoy feeling my whole range of emotions, so yeah, sometimes like being like, man, that pisses me off. It feels good. Keeps you sharp. Oh! Hope they exchange insurance. We should submit I got a car crash with Noxie once. I want to submit their video to Roblox car crash compilations.
In Vancouver and in Langley. How can a police express your image? How can a first aid cabinet make your employees more
Oh! It's fucked up. It's scary. Car crashes are so scary. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Dude! Why would you do that? We're clearly stopped. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be stopped on the highway, but like, you know. Oh my god. Great. Whoa! Oh! God damn it. Oh, that would suck. I don't know why I'm taking this so seriously. I love that they use real audio from actual car crashes and just recreate them in Roblox. Yeah, no, these are based on real car crashes. When the ragdolls get up and walk away after, it's so funny. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I hope that happens at some point in this video. What a hobby. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh my god. Dude. What the fuck? Yeah, if I die in a car crash, please recreate it in Roblox. Actually, if I get in any car crash. Oh my god. He's lucky to be alive. Dude, why do people just stop on tracks? What is up with that? True life is based in experience, and these are life-changing experiences, 100%. I think everybody needs to experience more life-changing experiences. It builds character. We need more hardship. Okay, maybe not more hardship. We need like the right hardship, you know? We need like challenge. We can't be hug boxing everybody. We need to be encouraging growth. Competitive. We should be more competitive with each other. We should do Olympics like twice a year instead of once every 4 years. We need more Olympics. I'm on the way. Oh shit, did I tell you guys about my dream the other day? Okay, so while the car crashes are playing, I was minding my own business, right? And then I hear my dog barking from outside, and I'm pretty sure it's from like outside my window. But it might have been outside my door now that I think about it. But it sounded like it was maybe outside my window and not immediately outside the door. And I don't know if I was dreaming or not. Like, I don't know if my dog was actually outside barking or like, they weren't like barking, but they were like barking at something. It felt like something had their attention.
Hello, sinner.
Or they were trying to get my attention. I don't remember. Okay, this might not have even happened, so I have no idea. I was like so in and out of sleep. I just genuinely don't remember. But then later, okay, so I like after they go away, after it stops, I feel fucking something get into bed with me, okay? Something fucking gets into bed with me.
Right.
Something fucking gets into the goddamn bed with me, and I'm like, oh, it's a person. And then I'm like, no, it's my dog. But my door is closed. So how is someone in my bed? And I hallucinated the entire thing. Like, I just fucking hallucinated it. I don't know if I was literally dreaming or I was just like half awake or something, but yeah, no, like, it was fucking scary. Yeah, it was like some kind of sleep paralysis. Except I was like moving around. It was like my astral body. I was astral projecting within my house. I was in the fucking further, dude. I don't know. And then, like, I look into the corner of my room, and there's like something there, I think, or at least I think there's something there. And then so I turn around and I grab like a. God damn it! Holy shit, he's done. But yeah, so I turn around and I grab like something from the corner of my room. I think it was like a lock or something. And then I like start waving my arm in front of me, trying to hit like whatever I see, and then I throw it at whatever was in the corner of my room in my dream. And I'm pretty sure it did end up being my dog that was in my bed. Joking, I'll be stealthier next time. Don't fuck around. It was scary, okay? It was very scary. Oh. It was very scary though. I don't know what it was. If it was like sleep paralysis or what, but oh. But I did not enjoy it.
Daniel Fontaine says little has changed in the years since he first pushed the idea of holding a snow summit. Regional and provincial leaders.
This is the rhythm of the night. Yeah, it was a little scary. But I guess it ended up being nothing.
This happened here and there. Remember, people get killed.
Oh
shit!
Oh no!
Damn, dog. Accident.
Damn, dog. Accident. Oh no! The top of the car! God damn it, dude. You know what my favorite genre of video is? I love when you're driving down the road at night and then like you see a ghost on the side of the road. I think that's gotta be like one of the top 10 scariest like times to see a ghost. I feel like there's infinite scenarios where you can meet a ghost, but I feel like driving by them on the side of the road is a super scary time, you know? Because it's a perfect opportunity for like environmental storytelling too. You can put like tire tracks over their face and then it's like, whoa. Tire tracks. They must have died recently, you know, or like, you know, I love that stuff. That's the good shit. That's the good shit.
His normal sermon about how you need to build relationships when he interrupted Scott with that statement. We loved it.
Nothing beats driving down a country road and you see a skinwalker on the side of the road. I saw a video about skinwalkers. You guys want to watch it? It's kind of scary. Kind of scary, but I can send it. We can watch it. Are you ready? I found this on Twitter, or I found this on YouTube Shorts. And I sent it to my friends, I think. I think this is it. Whoa. Whoa. It's just from that's a cool short film. Yeah, I haven't seen the short film, but apparently it is from a short film. I don't know, it's not that. It was cool. I like skinwalkers. It was cool. It was cool. Pants soiled immediately. Ugh. I'll sell my pants right now for 100 subs. I'll sell them right now if you gift 100 tier 1 gift subs. Oh my god. I'd be so mad. Oh! Let's watch Roblox Skinwalker encounters. Oh my god. Could we? And what if actually somebody did what? You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Roblox gnome encounters? Is that a thing? Let me look up if these are a thing. There's gotta be like a maybe like a Roblox.
This was not Math 101, he says.
Roblox horror compilation.
How big numbers and long distances work.
4 hours of Roblox whole stories. Oh my god. I don't think it's a thing. Oh, what a great video. Does Nuke's Top 5 still make videos? You bet he fucking does. You fucking bet he does.
A TikTok user named Keely says she often gets motion alerts from the security camera in her basement.
Wow.
But every time she checks the video, there's nothing there. Except this time.
Oh, a light? Oh, wait, no, there's like a dude down there.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I see
When
it.
the footage is brightened, we can see a strange misshapen something. Seems to be slowly climbing up the stairs from Keely's sub-basement.
That's a dude. I mean, that's like a
Strangely
zombie.
enough, the motion sensing camera didn't detect any further movement after
That's like
this
the zombie
single
from
clip.
Scooby-Doo.
Now, it's worth mentioning that Keely has been posting on TikTok for over 4 years and has never posted anything paranormal before or after this one video.
Hello,
So,
Sinner.
just what is that climbing the stairs? Let me know what
Me
you
getting
think.
food at 3 a.m. It's a zombie,
Shadows in the
clearly.
Chateau. Ted and Lisa Rogers.
I think what bums me out so much about all these ghost videos is it's always like ghosts and demons, you know? Like, when is a vampire gonna show up? Sometimes we'll do witches. You get some witches on occasion, but...
Spent the last 5 years restoring a 14th century French chateau in Limousin, France. It's a massive project that they've been documenting over on their YouTube channel, Chateau de Montmonier. Now,
getting
to
a lot
be
of
very
views,
clear,
are
their
they?
YouTube channel isn't about ghosts or the paranormal. It's all about renovations and daily life in the French countryside.
all the more reason to
But
do
one-
it. It's the perfect crime.
One night, things take a very strange turn. Lisa becomes convinced that there's a mouse running around in the chateau's old boot room, but Ted insists that he hasn't seen any signs of a mouse. So, to settle the debate, Lisa sets up a camera to record the room overnight, hoping to catch the mouse.
Why would you even need to challenge her on this? If my wife was like, hey, there's a mouse, I'd be like, oh, okay. I think there's a mouse. You know, why would you be a skeptic about a mouse? Unless you were setting up.
Mouse on tape.
We didn't catch the mouse. There was no mouse last night.
Oh,
However,
she seems nice.
There is something else we did catch. And yeah, I'm going to go and get Ted to come and watch the footage. What are we looking at?
I don't know. They're
Right,
cute. They're
so,
cute. They're
let me
cute.
start playing. So this is from last night. This is me setting the camera up. So I'll set the camera up so you can see the hole in the corner. Can you see it? Hope you can see it. Anyway,
I can't see it.
It's very late.
Fucking
so
covering it with the camera.
Whether we catch this mouse out in the morning.
She's so cute. I love her.
There is something running above her bedroom.
She seems so happy.
Instead of filming
I want
a mouse,
someone happy and
Lisa's
quirky.
camera ends up catching.
I think I might just have bad experience with women, dude. But any woman, I don't know. I need a quirky white girl with like no mental health issues. Maybe not no, but like just I don't know. I need somebody like
Something very
I need somebody like
different.
this who's like happy all the time. Good luck with that. What the fuck? It's possible.
Now you heard me put the latch on the door there.
Yeah, it sounded like it, yeah.
Don't we all, yeah.
Okay, so the sensor light's gone out.
Right.
So I'm going to forward this bit because it's about 2 hours, well, it is 2 hours, 27 minutes into filming last night. Now, we went to bed about midnight,
Yeah.
so this would be about 2.
You gotta leave your house to find those. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find them online. I'm so fucked. Oh. This could be any time.
Now, you heard the latch go off the door. There's,
Yeah.
and that's the light coming on.
The motion sensor light.
Yeah.
Whoa. Spooky.
Bloody hell, what? There's shadow there?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see a shadow moving across it.
Yeah. Keep watching.
Why is she so happy? She's like, yeah, it's a demon.
Oh my god.
It's
What?
a demon. Yeah, it's a demon.
It's gotta be
She fucking
an animal or
ghost.
something, isn't it?
She fucking
That was
ghost,
a
yeah.
big shadow for an animal.
How?
Why is she so happy that like it's a
You
ghost?
How can an animal get up
You
so...
can't have put the latch on.
She seems too happy, right? She probably
put the
faked
latch
it.
on
She probably
because you
faked
heard
it,
the
and she's
latch
getting
go
like
on.
duper's
Yeah.
delight of
And you
showing
heard
them
the
the
latch
video.
I didn't actually hear
I
the
bet
latch
he's
come
not
off,
in on it, but
you know,
Right, let me play that
she
game.
did it to pull a prank on him.
You hear the latch?
Right, yeah.
The door
Hello,
open.
sinner.
You have to push that door open. That's the heavy door. You've got to push it inwards. So somebody's got to be standing there to be able to open that door.
Yeah.
And there's nobody standing there.
And I've never known that door swing open on its own.
No. And the other thing is, the camera is up on a tripod. So to move it in a tilt, like it's
So
gone, it's
something's
tilted
moved,
up. Something has moved. It hasn't moved the tripod because the tripod would fall over. It's had to move the camera.
Oh, that's...
Landusa, thank you for the
I
follow.
don't know, mate, I
Super
don't know.
Saiyan, thank you for the follow.
It's the shadow
And
that
Bam Boy,
got
thank
me
you for the
there,
follow.
didn't
Thank you
it?
for the follows. I'm sorry.
The shadow walk... I don't get it.
That's weird, isn't it?
I don't
That
get
is
it.
just
I don't
bonkers.
get it.
The door to the
I
room
think AI
unlatches
is gonna
and
make it
opens.
really easy
A
to
motion
fake horror
sensing light turns
videos.
on, and a creepy, unexplained shadow seems to
Like you
glide
could just
across
take
the room
a video and be
actually
like, hey,
move
generate
the camera.
a face in
Lisa
this window
says
or
that
something.
despite the eerie incident, there's nothing to worry about, and the Chateau de Montmonier
could
is
be a
still
new-
open for guests.
We have lived here for 5 years
It's gonna
and
be
never
a
had
new
any
genre
ill
of
feeling
brain rot.
whatsoever.
No, I can't
But
say that there is.
that is pretty bonkers. So I never caught a mouse.
You might have called something else.
Now, as for Ted, he's not sure what to think about all of this.
I don't know whether I believe or not believe. I don't disbelieve. Let's put
I'm
it that
surprised
way.
there isn't more. There's probably a ton of
but
AI
it's
horror
just
videos.
kind of
Like if we looked for them.
freaky, isn't it?
It is a bit freaky.
That's
I think the best AI horror videos will be the ones
Yeah.
that combine
The
like
figure
real
in the
footage,
frame.
though.
At Mayaka
You can't
River
just
State
generate
Park
them.
in Sarasota,
You should just
Florida,
combine it with real
visitors have
footage
long
and then generate
claimed to
over
see
real
a pale,
footage.
ghostly figure drifting silently through the park.
Whoa.
In this next clip, Alicia Galvin stands inside one of the park's historic 1930s log cabins while her boyfriend films. He catches something truly chilling.
This place is so cool, isn't it?
God, it's a woman.
What the somebody in there with you?
No?
The fuck?
Go back. I missed it.
Behind Alicia, a pale white figure seems to walk through the old cabin before vanishing into thin air. So did they catch the park's legendary ghost?
I think so.
Is it a trick of the light?
I think they
or
caught the
just
park's
clever
legendary
editing?
ghost.
You decide. Night terrors. A concerned mother says that her young daughter Cora has recently been suffering from intense night terrors. Their family doctor suggested she record one of the episodes so they could get a better idea of what might be happening. So one night, she's filming little Cora, and she captures something truly chilling.
Night terrors sound very violent.
Hello, Sinner.
Hello, Sinner. Thank you for the follow. Kila. Kilua. 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 Kilua.
Are we scared, baby?
Or are they?
Come on, you're a big girl. Come be a big girl.
You guys think ghost or no ghost?
I'm a big girl.
Whoa.
It's okay. There's the vent right there, baby.
Okay.
See? The vent pushes the door.
Oh my god.
You're fine, okay? Are you a big girl? Don't be scared, just remember.
I think this is her child acting real. Like, look, my daughter's such a good actor. Look, she could do night terrors.
Let's go back. What's wrong, Cora? Sweetie.
Staring at the window.
You're scaring me, honey. I don't see anything.
As the mom goes to walk her daughter back to her room, the door suddenly starts to swing shut on its own. She brushes it off, thinking it must just be the air vent. But when they reach Cora's bedroom,
it's a well put together video.
Inside, just staring toward the window in fear.
It's put together well.
And without warning, the blinds slam shut.
I think I would have liked a face through the window even more.
But later,
I think that would be a lot scarier.
Something the mom missed.
Is there a person?
As she tells her daughter she's a big girl, a faint little voice seems to whisper back. Listen closely.
You're a big girl.
It's okay.
Whatever. Shut up.
It's okay. It's okay.
When the mom
Just
examines the
noise.
footage,
Just fucking
she notices
noise.
something else. The air conditioning wasn't even running when
The
that
air
door
condition
closed.
wasn't even
So,
on.
the AC was not on when the door
Well, you don't need to tell me that, man. Like, the second I saw those blinds
It's very
close, I
loud.
am willing to believe that
can
door
hear
got
it
closed by the ghost
coming
too, you
from
know?
the vent.
You could turn the AC on,
Some
but...
skeptics in the video comments suggest that the blinds are probably remote controlled. So, the mom posts another clip to prove them wrong.
It's a good video.
But things get a little weird.
So I'm coming into the room to show you the blinds, which I have opened back up to demonstrate.
I think it would have been
how they're
scarier if it was a
closed.
man
It's
watching
not
outside the
electronic, it's not battery powered, it's...
Fuck off.
That's not creepy.
No, it's too well filmed. It's too well filmed. Like, what is she filming with, a fucking stabilizer? That is not iPhone quality, right? Like, it doesn't happen.
Hello, Sinner.
Hello, Sinner. Midnight Blue.
It's not to freak out. So, to close these blinds, you have to touch it and close it like that.
I don't buy it.
It's the only way to close these blinds. There are no batteries or remotes here.
She's very
at
well
all.
spoken.
No wires.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to touch it and you have to close it.
No
like
AI
this.
either.
And
Okay.
there's no way I could have done that since I was standing on the opposite side of the room. And there was no way I could have closed all four
I don't
at the
buy
same
it, guys. I don't buy it.
The mom says they
Not
plan to
convinced.
move out of the house as soon as possible. But what do you think? Is little Cora being haunted by some dark entity? Or is it all just an elaborate
I
hoax.
think it's an
You
elaborate
decide.
hoax.
If you
Tan,
see
thank you for the
something
channel
that
at
you
the
think
Prime
would be
Gaming for
perfect
2
for the top
months.
5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on
Buddy, it's nice to talk to you.
Miss, but during ghosts, graveyards around on there. A mist that moves.
A mist that
Chris
moves.
Netzel does daily live streams from graveyards around Fort Worth, Texas, using a Spirit Box app to try and contact ghosts. Now, to be honest, I'm not such a fan of ghost apps, but during one late night stream, Chris captures something that's a lot harder to dismiss.
Hi, Jonathan. Hi, buddy. It's nice to talk to you.
Bombings.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa.
It just said Jonathan, bombings 1920s. You are amazing. Mortuary. Right. It just said right.
As Chris approaches an old gravestone, a small white figure about the size of a child seems to walk out from behind a tree and just vanish. Chris doesn't see it.
What grave is
but after
this?
his live audience points it out, he reviews his footage and is shocked. Paranormal versus pets.
Yeah, lame.
Troy Legault says that his house is haunted by a very active poltergeist.
I just don't believe any ghost sightings, right? Like, even if they'll say like, oh, they're content creators, so like, but they don't do paranormal videos, so they totally wouldn't fake it. Like, people fake that stuff all the time. Families fake that stuff, you know? I want to see like a face. I want to see like some real shit. I want to see a fucking zombie in the basement, you know? Show me. Oh. I want to see shadows and figures and actual like demons and stuff crawling around, manifesting. Okay, I mean, this is interesting. Whoa! Guys, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. I don't know. I wish I could believe this stuff. I believe in ghosts. I just don't believe any ghost video I've ever seen is real.
Troy says that these strange incidents in his home have
Why
only
would a
gotten more
poltergeist even
intense
care about
as the
moving
weeks
furniture
go
around?
by.
I'd be fucking pissed if I was a ghost, cause like, they're so shit at moving things around, eh? They're so shit at moving stuff around, you know? It must be so like, I don't know. I would just be disappointed if like, I manage enough energy. Like is it a matter of like, are they just lazy, or can they do more and they just choose not to? Does it take a lot of energy to interfere with the mortal world? What does he look like, Schlot? I don't know. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Dude, fuck the basement. Someone's up there. He should be concerned. If this is real, he should be searching the house, right? Like, someone just slammed this door on him. Someone is upstairs.
Lately, Troy says that the poltergeist has even started trying to interact.
You wouldn't assume it's a
with
poltergeist,
his
right? You
poor
would
little
assume
dog.
someone is in your house and they're upstairs. I'm saying poltergeists are weak as shit. I'd like to be possessed by a ghost. I think that would be really hot. I've actually thought about this a lot. Don't you think possession would be hot? Ghost possession stream? Yeah, hot. To have like some dead guy controlling your body. I mean, hopefully he's like a hot dead guy. Like a pharaoh, you know? Like imagine if the pharaoh possessed your body. You telling me that wouldn't be hot? Like if you were Yugi and the pharaoh was inside you and they possessed you periodically, is that not literally so hot? That's what I thought. Same rule applies to ghosts.
In the clip, it seems like something wants to play, but Troy's dog wants no part of it. The dog just growls and walks away as objects in the kitchen come crashing down
Yeah, even scarier than
behind him.
ghosts are those people who have
now,
someone living in their
brings us
walls
to
or whatever for
something
years
interesting.
without them knowing. Yeah,
It's often said that
that's
cats
fucking
and dogs are more
terrifying.
sensitive to the supernatural, that they can see things that we can't. In these next clips, we'll look at a few more pets who might just be seeing the other side.
Do you think the dog is a paid
First
actor?
up, Miley
Yeah,
Rizzo
I do
says that
actually.
she's been experiencing some strange things in her home.
I think he's a paid
and
actor.
She thinks it might be haunted. One
Yeah.
night, her cat suddenly starts acting up in the kitchen, like it's seeing something that Miley can't.
And the
It
cat's
goes
in the
wild,
cradle on
knocking
the
things
silver
over,
spoon.
hissing, and even scratching
Little
her.
boy blue
Miley
and
grabs her
man
phone and
blue.
starts recording as the cat just keeps freaking out, still seeming to sense that there is something dangerous nearby.
I mean, this stuff they freaking. What did you do to your cat, dude? Okay, but like, I don't believe this is a ghost. I believe she did something to her cat. I think she freaked her cat out on purpose, and I don't know. Seems like animal abuse.
Miley says that she couldn't see anything, and to this day, she still has no idea what set her cat off that
And why aren't you talking to your cat? If that was my cat, I'd be like, hey, it's okay. Are you all right? Like, you know, it's all right. I'd be soothing them.
night.
It's the most unrealistic thing about some of like these first-person POV videos is when like nobody in the room is talking. Like,
Next
I don't
up,
buy
Jacinta
people don't talk to themselves when they're alone.
Simone says that she and her partner bought an 1800s farmhouse in the countryside just outside of Sydney, Australia.
Oh, they're ruining it.
First day they arrive to start moving in, and their dog does this.
They're renovating it. They're gonna make it all white everywhere. Cha, they're taking a nice rustic home and modernizing it.
What is it?
You buy an 1800s cottage in the middle of the countryside to live in / renovate, and your dog, like, I want to see the final renovation. Actually, I don't want to give them the
The
views.
dog immediately seems to lock on to something in the old cottage's master bedroom, and it won't look away. But what exactly is it seeing? Finally, Steve says he lives in a very haunted house and often hears strange disembodied voices late at night.
See
One
the House
evening,
Flipper 2
he's
is a
home alone with
Scooby-Doo
his
collab?
dog when he
No,
notices
wait,
that
what?
the dog keeps staring at one
That sounds
particular
fun.
spot across the room. Steve checks his security cam and hears this. Some unknown female voice says,
fucked up.
"Play dead," and then immediately after says, "Come."
Come. God, I wish somebody would
Steve
talk to me
swears
like
that he was completely alone with the dog that night.
I'll come for
He
you,
also
mommy.
says that these
I'll play
strange,
dead.
unexplained events are a common occurrence in his haunted home. Sometimes other ghosts speak.
Oh, ghosts. Alright, I'm out.
And then sometimes
What the fuck?
a ghost might just walk
Don't
through
leave.
the wall.
Ooh, ghosts. Spooky.
Cradle and all.
Oh my God.
Proud mom Misty Huron says that strange things have been happening in her home while her husband is away working as a commercial truck driver. She first notices something unusual one night when her baby monitor suddenly just starts glitching.
Anybody have one of those VTech baby cameras? It keeps glitching out and it has woken me up so many times tonight. I thought it was just background noise, but the last time I swear I heard music playing.
The next day, Misty is making
You gotta
a
wonder what,
milkshake
like,
for her
when you're
son
haunting.
when something very strange happens.
I feel like haunts.
Get everything out, I turn the blender on, I start.
I don't know. Like, what do you think ghosts want? If ghosts are real, do you think, like, they want you to fuck off? Or do you think they want you to bring more people there so they can keep fucking around? I guess it depends on the ghost.
Blending the shake. I'm cleaning up from making
Some just want to
lunches
be
and
alone.
putting stuff away in the pantry. And
Because
all of a
they're
sudden,
angry that
literally
they died.
the loudest sound. I turn around and me and my son are like,
And others
what
probably like
the
people
blender
because they're sad that
literally
they died.
flew across the kitchen. I'll post a picture, but it came unplugged. The motor's on the floor. The jug that holds all the contents is splattered everywhere. There's shake all over my cabinet.
So Misty says her 10-year-old daughter Olivia doesn't sleep in her old room anymore, as
think
it's
she
been
just
turned into the
spilled her
nursery for their
fucking
new baby.
shake all over the
Olivia
place
has a
and
new
blamed a
bedroom
ghost?
upstairs now, but her old bunk bed still sits in the nursery, empty and untouched. One night, Misty is watching the baby monitor when she sees something that sends a chill down her spine.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. So I've been recording the baby monitor anytime the sound or the motion detection goes off so that I can show my husband because he's on the road and I wanted to send him all this crazy shit that's been going on. Watch this video and tell me what you see. I literally ran up there so fast. There's nothing in her room. I brought her downstairs. This motion and sound detectors are still going on. I'm freaking out right now.
Did you see it? Right above the sleeping baby, something moves in the top bunk. Misty rushes to check, but there's nothing there. She posts the video online and viewers urge her to show more of the upstairs area where this strange incident occurred. And that's when things take a terrifying turn.
Yeah, I would probably scare
Okay, a
people
lot of
for
y'all were
fun
asking
too.
about the room situation, so I'm gonna run that through real quick. We moved my daughter from this room into this room. She got new furniture. That's why the bunk bed is still in there. Then we moved the baby from my office, which used to be her bedroom, now it's my office again, up into this
it's so
room.
scary.
I cannot even breathe walking in this room. So I am truly terrified, but I'm gonna walk y'all in here real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came. We have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff that we still need to put up. This is where I
Bitch
have
has a freaking
everything that
walk-in
was
closet?
gifted. I know a lot of y'all were saying check stuff that
The
came from
baby
thrift
gets a
store that
walk-in
wasn't
closet?
yours, because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here.
Bro. EJ,
There's
think of the
nothing
follow.
suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible, so I just don't.
I mean,
I don't know. I have no idea.
You could have made the bed.
What could be causing
Or
it.
you could have made the bed.
Oh my god, it's rocking.
Misty screams in terror and calls for her kids as she rushes from the room. She says that they stayed with her
rocking
parents
chair.
until her husband returned home. So, what do you think? Is something sinister haunting Misty's home? And if not,
yeah, it's a demon.
then just what
I would
is
sacrifice
this?
your baby right now
Let me
because
know
it's
what you
basically
think.
over for everyone.
Door to nowhere. TikTok user Appalachia Decay lives in a 200-year-old farmhouse deep in the woods of the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia. One day, she hears strange noises coming from the
Mountain
basement.
Mama,
Noises that she suspects are
take me
probably
home.
rats. She grabs her phone,
Country
starts
road.
recording, and heads downstairs. And that's when things take a terrifying turn.
Rats. Dude, that's a door. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Behind one of the basement doors, something seems to move, and the door handle is yanked.
Woo!
But here's the creepy part. That door doesn't actually lead anywhere.
So these are the steps that lead out. I don't know what that is, but if you look, it's been sealed from the inside and the outside.
Appalachia Decay says that she still has no idea what caused the sounds.
It's fucking
but for
spooky.
now, she's taking precautions.
Oh man, this is a really old house.
Scary videos. So these are videos that are a bit weird, a bit funny, or just very strange or unexplained. First up,
Seal.
Lucas Wegner is a cave explorer from Germany who shares his adventures on TikTok.
How come you never
If you've
see
got
ghosts
even
in
a hint
caves?
of claustrophobia, his cave explorers are
maybe
already
he's going
nightmare
to.
fuel. But during one of his explorations, Lucas came across something that made his blood run cold.
Is it a skeleton?
Weil das halt so. Fuck. Hallo? Hallo?
What the
Now, you
fuck?
probably thought this was a Logan Paul moment there for a second.
Oh my
but
God.
no, this person is very much alive. The body was actually one of Lucas's climbing partners, who was hiding in the dark just to give him a good jump scare.
Oh.
And he gave me one too. What about you?
What a jackass.
Next up,
What a
YouTuber
fucking
Ali runs
asshole.
a channel dedicated to the popular cartoon character Bendy. In this clip, he's interviewing Lauren Singer, the voice actress behind Alice Angel in the Bendy game series. But Ali catches something on camera that shocks him to his core.
I got the part. I was not expecting that, but I got the part, and I remember being in the session with the character designer and with the voice director, and I told them, I have something to share with you, but I want to wait until we're done the session because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything else.
It's just
everything okay?
I'm sorry. I just, you know, there's a problem with the background and your face is reflecting the mirror.
Oh, I saw you jump. Yes.
I got scared so much. Oh. Yeah, because this is a chroma key. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. Oh my
That
god.
is hilarious.
That's really
You
funny.
need to keep that in the interview. You have to.
So it
That's
turns out that
cute.
Ali's mirror is perfectly
White woman
reflecting
jump
Lauren's
scare.
face from his monitor
This poor
and
guy.
projecting it over his green screen background. So it's not a hoax, but that is pretty elaborate.
It is funny.
In this next clip, two members of the housekeeping staff go to clean a hotel room. What they find absolutely terrifies them.
I wanna. Okay, like I don't want to watch video of people. Oh. What happened? What?
Okay, so the reason this is not a regular entry in the list is that when I researched this, I couldn't find any information about what the hell is happening here. The clip is apparently from Malaysia, but the online stories about the video are all over the place. Some people say they saw a ghost in the room, and some people
probably
say
just a
there was a
dude.
person in there.
Probably a
And
person.
some people even say they walked in on a guy taking a shit, but no one seems to know for sure. So just what do you think sent these two a running? Especially this hero right here.
This fucking
Let me
guy,
know
he's
down
just
in the
gone.
comments.
What
Anyway,
the fuck?
that's all for this time, and thanks for
Oh
watching.
my, that's crazy. That's really funny. Ah. All right. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. I gotta get back to bed somehow and get enough rest before the collab tomorrow. So, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out while you did. Take it easy. And good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for the I think it's tomorrow. I think there's still a collab, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. What's the collab tomorrow? I think I'm playing Repo or Lethal Company. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure what the actual collab is. I just know it's at 4 p.m. When's the collab? 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be streaming with Crony and Mario and Caleb. No, I don't think it's anything you're in, Ryohi. Well, I know it's nothing you're in, Ryohi, and don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway, good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, good night. Mwah.